And hello, everyone. Multi Gunman is first in here tonight. We've just left the anti trucker stream, and we're going to continue the conversation on throughout for I don't know how long. I keep saying it's going to be a short stream, and it turns out longer than normal. But we're going to have some fun tonight if we can. All depending upon who comes in, who wants to do what, who wants to do where, when, how, and why. Rambling Canuck is here. Thomas Potts is in the building already. And of course, Multi Gunman was first in here and tried to ban me. Yes, Thomas Potts is trying to ban, or not Thomas, the Multi Gunman is trying to ban me from my own stream. Isn't that so much fun? Yes, it is. Sorry, Thomas, if I was trying to blame you. Gunman cheated. He's banned. Okay, so Thomas Potts is banning Multi Gunman for trying to be here first and cheating. Yeah. Isn't it fun, folks? This is going to be a fun night, I think. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll throw out the little StreamYards link there in case somebody wants to pop up here and hang with the old odd one for a while tonight. Yeah, Multi-Gunman thinks this is going to be a short all-night streamer. I'm not going to go super long tonight because I do have to go to physical therapy tomorrow. Yay me. But, it happens to be that way. But you never just know. You don't know. Hello, Captain True here. Rambling Canuck is in here now.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, the heck are you? I'm got a pulse, so I'm alive.
Yeah. I decided to bore everybody to death, and then Anti-Trucker went live, and I lost everybody. But because I decided since everybody was playing Risk, I would play Axes and Allies.
Yeah, that's one game I don't have. I can't play it.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that don't or costs a little bit more, but I like it more than I like Risk because you actually have to think.
Someday I'll be rich enough I can buy it and then play against you. But right now I gotta stick with Risk and make LGG cry. Because everybody gangs up on him.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So, what else you been up to?
Not much. I got new. I got the voice meter software all working finally, which took a little bit of time.
Yeah, it took over 3 hours with me and LDG to get it working right.
It only took me an hour and a half of swearing at it, but I got it.
Well, there you go. But it is so much helpful to play the applications and get.
Yeah, it works so much better because that's what I used for when I played Axes and Allies. I just had I just made sure I killed the music.
The only problem I had with it right now, I got to try to figure out if I got to wear headphones or what. I can never hear the sound itself when it's being piped out.
Oh, yeah, wear headphones.
And I hate wearing headphones.
Yeah, well, since I've got the headset with the mic anyway, it's just kind of normal for me, I guess.
And hello, Crimson Mist. Crimson Mist and Richie Poole comes in saying hello world. So we're up to 9 people already. Not bad. Thought I'd get a few more from Anti-Trucker stream, but I guess they just love to hear him ramble and not me.
My biggest piss off was getting it so I didn't hear myself in my headphones when I was talking.
Yeah, that took a little bit to figure that one out. And here's LGG, or actually LDS.
Yay, I turned into a pickle.
He's a pickle again. He's the evil pickle, too. It's hard to call you a pickle because my nephew, that was the nickname I had for him growing up. Pickles. Ever since he was a little kid, he'd run around in his diaper eating pickles. And I was just like, I get that image in my head whenever, yeah.
Oh, who's in here? Everybody piling in.
And it's Pickle Rick.
Thomas Potts.
And
Is
yes,
Thomas Potts
Zachary,
in the house?
yes, it does suck
Yes,
about
he is.
Piano Dean getting COVID.
Yeah,
Yes, we hope he gets
Yeah.
better soon.
absolutely.
See, I would have had the damn piano area roped off so people couldn't have got to me. I would have been like, stay the hell back.
Armed guard.
Can I just have a quick word?
What?
Thomas Potts, we need to talk.
I agree. No, Thomas Potts does not need to talk. Look at this. Look at it this way. Bird took off after the bird quote started. So
No.
this is
And
what-
and that's fine. I'm fine with that. Just maybe certain selections.
See, I must be boring as hell because nobody ever makes up a quote thing for me. Nobody does any of that. So I must be one of the most boringest YouTubers ever. Hello, Mike
And
Richard.
You do have quotes, and I will say no. All serious aside, yeah. Wow. I mean, with DJ, with my name being used in the Jack in Box, that was awesome. And now to have my own quotes page and had it premiered on Anti-Checker Stream, dude, I was laughing
You
so
heard that.
hard.
Now, Thomas, rewind that because I think he said to have his name in the jacking off box. You might want to-
Jack. Oh my God. Oh, okay, stop. I'm gonna stop. You know what? Thank you, Thomas Potts. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, everybody. I actually quite enjoyed today's stream.
Nah, Zachary, I'm too damn boring. Nobody wants to have quotes with me. And hello, Captain Trek.
Whoa, no, you see, you actually don't have quotes because you don't talk out of your ass.
Nightbreeze says,
Unlike
no,
Pickles,
Nightbreeze knows me the word
Or-
best, and he knows that I carefully word phrase things so I don't get nailed.
exactly.
or the fact that the thought process is if he's crazy enough to wear a bunny suit, he might not be the one we want to F with.
And hello,
Yeah.
King of the F bombs. And Multi Gunman says DJ isn't boring. We're just all scared of him. The Hitman Squad. I don't have a Hitman Squad. That's Bird.
He's from Illinois.
Sure.
That's all you need.
I might just show up at your door wearing a onesie. That's what you should be afraid of.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
I'm in enough pain. Don't give me thoughts wishing myself harm.
Pfluger's in that. Actually, we've gotten 2 steps closer to Mama Prey appearing live on camera on this stream.
I know. I see you're up to only needing 50 now.
Yeah, we officially hit the 450 mark today.
Oh
Now,
shit!
if that
Nice.
holds through- If that holds
Nice.
now, sometimes we get up there and then it backs off a couple, but yeah. See, Thomas don't want any more work. If anyone wants to start the DJ quotes, it'd be hard for you to get. And Crimson Mist is a onesie. Don't tease us. No, they're actually real. I will show you some, Crimson. We got this one right here. We throw up on the image. There's the pink bunny. Yeah,
Where's the other pink bunny?
And then we always have the rainbow unicorn.
Rainbow unicorn.
Yep. And I took all the rest of them down pretty much because I needed room for other stuff. Like Anti-Trekker and a pink bunny. Gotta have that one. And Josh, I don't have bot accounts, so no.
No, he only does that on Risk.
I did not do nothing on Risk. That was Cinnabon playing, not me.
So what was that? Seriously, what was the clicking? I'll play
Seriously,
the video.
I was going back and forth checking Facebook and Twitter while I was waiting for you guys to get done with your turns. So I was sitting here just clicking back and forth, going through stuff, clicking through.
And you
That's
just
it.
so happened to click during every single time that Cinnabunny was attacking.
Well, I don't know how it was. I wasn't paying attention. I was off looking at other things, listening to you guys talk, so I'd know exactly when it was getting close to my turn again, so I could pull the screen back up.
I even muted your mic just to see, like, to throw you off or something, or what. And like when I brought it back, like, you were still clicking every time he was attacking.
Well, at the end, I was sitting there watching the stream, clicking on the space bar at the bottom, just.
Oh.
Seriously had us thinking you were playing 2 accounts just so you could win a game.
But seriously, if you would think about it, why would anybody in their right mind give me access to their accounts?
Yeah.
He's got a point.
Do you think
Uh,
anybody would be crazy enough, except for Nightbreeze, because I can't access his account, but he can also access mine. But besides Nightbreeze, why? And hello, Wesley.
no clue, man. It was just uncanny. Uncanny.
Of course, Zachary thinks I was busy on Pornhub while I was waiting my turns. Pornhub, they wouldn't have heard a clicking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more what. Come on, people. Give me more credit than that.
There's a quote.
To go right by because nobody's interested in Odyssey quotes.
But that was brutal. I didn't deserve that ass whooping today.
And I was not.
You always do.
Was it worse than the one that unfortunately Andy Trekker did that one time when the first time we ever played on his channel?
It was even worse than that. Watch the stream on Pixelate. Watch specifically. Okay, just take 5 minutes later after this. Watch the France map. The France map will tell you it all. Literally kamikaze.
That was
because that one. I kicked you out of Alaska, and then Andy Trekker did everything before you got your turn.
Mr. Londell, like literally suicide kamikazed me, knowing that we're both dead if he does it. Like remember the Scorpion story in Voyager? That's what I felt like. Like he was stinging me. We couldn't cross the river. We're both going down the entire night, and then it started spreading. It was like he took the Kali Ma juice. Like this guy came after me on every single map, like a madman. And then, of course, when Bird got in, he had to join. And then Mr. 14 was in there. I literally got spanked every single game, full on ass handed to me.
Well, you know why that happened, right?
Because I'm damn good in Risk.
I would think. Well, that's the little boys' game, but that's because you kept going. I've never lost at Risk. I've never lost at Risk.
Okay, you know
so
what?
When you do that, people are going to purposely make sure that you do.
Okay,
I think I could take LDS on one-on-one in Risk, and I could whoop.
Oh, bring it right now, right effing now, bring it.
Nobody.
Are you challenging me one-on-one? Really? Sorry.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Bird says he's playing 6 a.m. I'll be up.
Well, I won't be up at that point. I'll be asleep.
Oh, whatever. That's fine. All right, but for the record, though, I never said I win. I never said I'm like the bomb. Oh, I never lost.
Yeah.
No,
yes,
I always say.
Yes.
I no. If I said anything, okay, someone show me a clip and I'll forgive. But I always said that when I play with my other buddies, I'm always the target. Now, I remember saying that. But I would never say I always win. I just say I'm good at Risk because I am good at Risk. Even with all three of you wow, that almost came out wrong. Even with all three of you.
There's an LDG quote of the day.
Look at him now. He's being very careful with it.
That'll learn you.
I see Thomas Potts his pencil is ready. Yeah, even with all three of you attacking me. Give me a second for every word I say here. It still took you guys forever to.
That's what I'm talking about. Global
take me out of the game.
Warfare. Do you want to play a game?
Well, either that or Axis and Allies.
All right, wait a minute. Let's put
Takes too
I'm gonna
long.
get into that.
Allies is a great game, but it takes so fucking long.
Yeah, no, I
let's
just
put
had a 2-hour stream of it.
Oh, did you? Holy shit! Dude.
Yeah.
God, fuck you. You could play. It takes like a half a day to set that game up. Like,
Luckily online the computer does all that for you. Otherwise, that's a 30-minute.
Oh, no
that's
shit.
30 minutes. Yeah, but the dice just hated me today, so it was just like, oh, come on.
Oh, I don't want to hear it
that's as
because
close as you're gonna get to playing like 40K. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
playing Risk tonight, the cards hated me because I could not get a single match during the entire damn game until I hit the 5th fucking card.
Yeah, that always sucks.
And hello, Piano Dean. Go to bed, get some rest, get better, dude.
Feel better, buddy.
Get better.
And then
Get
when
better.
you get better, make sure you have ropes set up all around your damn piano and big shocking cattle prods. So if they come anywhere near you, you zap them and tell them to get back.
I wish I knew what to say, what to drink or eat, but whatever it is, please do a lot of it.
yeah, my baby's mother got it too.
Josh Street, real quick. Yeah, I love chess, boss. Any day, anybody wants to play chess, I'm down for it.
He wants to play stress.
Chess, game of chess. Chess
You
rocks.
almost said stress first. I think the stress of
Stress,
Thomas
yeah.
Potts
Did I?
writing down
yeah.
quotes is getting to you.
Yeah, I think it has been, man. It's been rough.
Piano Dean says
Last-
he's going to breathe on him. Zachary's going into lurking mode too.
Lurking mode.
Kronos could be here lurking. We just never know about him.
I'm just in working mode. I've done 257-hour weeks back to back. Fucking crazy.
Malda Gunman's been playing stress for 3.5 years.
Yeah, stress has been the 3 last weeks of hell here. Pretty much.
Hell yeah, Richie Poole.
I can't play chess. I never learned it.
I like
You
chess.
do. You play chess every day, my friend. Just different versions of it.
Yeah, I guess he's right in a little bit of aspect there. Yeah, it's kind of very similar. But I mean, chess is fun. But there's a lot of different strategies. There's a lot of different ways to play.
I was damn good at checkers, though.
Right, king me, bitch.
That's right. Tiki's lurking. He's got his shades out.
I missed the line. You don't know the line. You call yourself a nerd. You're banned from the nerd card. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, do you want to play a nice game? Yeah, of course I do.
Right. Do you want to play a game?
Yes.
Name the game you would like to play.
So what's everybody else up to tonight? It's early still. It's only 11.
Relaxing.
I know. You must have had the day off because you're home awful early.
Yeah, I do. I was just Monday and Tuesday my day off.
Look out, folks.
Yeah, sometimes Tuesday. But yeah, they gave me 2 days off this week. But yeah, I had 57 hours last week and 59 hours this week. It's been crazy down here. Like literally just wake up, go back to work. That's pretty much what I've been doing.
If I want to play with chess, I want to play with a nice rack.
But they said they moved Star Trek Las Vegas to December. So
Yeah, I've seen that.
I might actually go.
Not me. Wesley is working in the Kroga mines.
Someone's got to do it.
Right.
So apparently Wesley is an orphan.
Apparently.
Aren't we all?
Oh, it was a Josh. I'm sorry, I put the wrong name there. Yeah, War Games. I have the movie. Yes, I know where that comes from. Yes, I was
Sure,
talking about that.
Yeah, everybody in this panel right now kind of knows where that comes from.
Yeah, we were talking. I was talking. I specifically meant. we mentioned it on my stream earlier today. Yeah, absolutely.
That was like our childhood. You know,
Yeah. That was like one of the first like
I just
high tech nerd hacking movies that's out there. I mean,
be like,
you kidding
they
me?
almost be at the same level of like you not knowing what the Goonies were.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to the guy who actually walked out of the Matrix and actually understood what the architect said. Okay.
That's why Wesley's in the mines, because Dr. Crusher disowned him and Daddy Picard is dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Well, he's not dead. He's a golem.
No, he's dead. He died. What is running around now is just an android. That's it. It's not actually Jean-Luc Picard. It's just an echo of him.
It's an echo of him, and it also depends how the positronic brain works, but nobody actually wants to describe it.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna get to it. I mean, like the fucking previous writers had a hard enough time trying to fucking get all the tech out, much less these writers trying to get all the tech straight. I don't know.
PJ is in the house. Hello, PJ. His new channel, Nerd TV, where he can talk about everything that's not Orville Nation, though he'll still talk about Orville there.
I didn't know
but he
that.
can talk about everything else like Stargate and.
Hey, PJ, what's up? Yeah, I gotta fucking subscribe to that. I didn't even know he started a new channel. See how fucking much of him working, dude. Like, I have no.
Let me find the link, and actually, I got to sit there, and I haven't gave him his wrench yet, but now he can put his own channel in there because now he's here. There we go. PJ has his wrench. Jean-Luc Pick Android.
Yes. Pick Droid.
And no, Richie Poole, I'm not Wesley's daddy either. No. So even Wesley says no. Uh-oh, Eldega was just about to link it. Welcome Eldega Outlaw to the stream too.
Are you calling him Aldega?
Aldega.
Aldega.
Dega. Hey, I'm half tired. Leave me alone tonight.
No, Dega.
Sister Prey is not Wesley's mommy either.
You got to say his name like you're continuing to move your mouth after you say it. There we go. Thomas Potts, spell that one out for you.
You, Aldega. Me.
I will speak like LDS when he's drinking. Reverse Geologia.
Yeah, the one quote I wish he would have gotten was the one where I was like, I can't catch my mouse. My mouse I couldn't catch my mouse. I was trying to close the program.
He might get bored and go back over that stream and catch all the other ones that he missed. Because there was 50,000 of them in that stream.
My mouse is getting away from me. I can't.
Or you can't get to your bed when it's only 6 feet
5 feet away from me.
I don't know. What the hell should we do tonight? Trying to think. We got to keep my watch hours up.
Right.
That's just crazy.
You and LDG in ultimate deathmatch.
Right.
Risk.
Dude, I'm sure people would want to see that right now.
I think everybody get bored at watching me and him go at a game of Risk right now.
Yeah. I mean, not a huge map, obviously.
Son of a bitch, I'm almost at 4,800 watch hours now. 4,793. The hell? That's crazy. Thomas is asking if it was slightly after the whole bisexual comment. Thomas is when he lost control of his mouse and he couldn't keep up with it.
All right, I'm gonna have to like pay Thomas Potts, like give him a paycheck, like working for me.
I'm
a personal journalist.
Grandpa.
Have him write my memoirs.
What's this say, Pickles?
What or who should we do to?
Whoa.
Oh, wait, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's specific rules say I cannot be reading.
DJ. Nice setup.
I cannot read a quote. That does not count. That does not count. Specific rules, man. Cannot be a quote I'm reading or a chat I'm reading. It has to be an original quote.
Hey, that doesn't work for Bird, so that doesn't work for you.
That's right. We've tricked Bird into one, and then he can't remember by the time he reads them back if it was actual quote or not. So, yeah.
You're SOL.
We get tricky this way so we can fill up them quotes.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll put it to the test. Type 1 if you want to see me kick LDS's ass and Risk. Or type 2 if we just keep doing what we're doing right now and say the hell with it. Then we'll let the chat decide.
We do got enough for some Jack in the Box.
Yeah, we could play some Jack in the Box too and come up with some really perverted shit. So put a 3 in if you want Jack Box games.
Or 4 if you want to see LDS drink a whole bottle of something and create some more quotes. I'm joking. I don't have anything. I don't have any alcohol, guys.
And now they're putting random numbers in there, so we'll never know what the hell the thing was. We'll never know what the hell it is because they're just throwing up random numbers out now. Except Thomas, he wants to see number 1, then number 3. And Richie wants Daddy Jackbox Odyssey.
There you go.
Jackbox Odyssey.
And then we have a bunch of 4s.
4s. Everybody's just like,
Let's get LDG drunk.
I'm waiting for the 69 to appear.
69, dude.
All right, we'll just load up some Jackbox.
All right. Cool.
That way, more people can play, and we're not boring the hell out of them with.
I hear it opening.
I understand. So you guys hear that? You guys voted some ones in there, and DJ is sitting down because he knows what's up.
Wait a minute. I'm going back. All right, so we see more ones. Okay, fine. We'll go with the game of Risk first.
Yeah, there we go. See, you should have left your mouth. You shut your mouth because now he's gonna whoop your ass.
Yep.
And just do it in a bunny suit just to make it even worse. So you have dreams of bunnies again.
Thank God! Oh God! Stop! Just stop. I think Thomas Watts is like he's already scouring like every video right now. You don't need to give him more, okay?
Oh yeah. Thomas Potts, you got to go back to that stream where LDG was telling us about the dream where he had a dream about a pink bunny outfit. Yeah. That'll get you lots of quotes. That one.
Oh boy.
We'll just play the classic map.
That's fine. That works.
We will even turn it down to just 60-second timers just for you.
Speed Risk.
But I'm leaving the cards that's fixed. No blizzard.
I'm just got a Geloja. 2 minutes. Be right back.
Oh, hurry your ass up.
Quick Geloja.
And really annoy him and turn on
Democrat will be
zombies.
back here to get his ass whooped. The Republic Democrat will be back here to get his ass whooped, folks. Captain Trek even knows that quote. Hello, Moira. Purr. Good to see you in the stream tonight, Moira. Nightbreeze is switching computers for some reason when he don't even need them yet because this is just a one-on-one game, folks. This Risk. One-on-one. Pickles against the bunny. You want to pop up here on this stream, Moira? You come up here and talk and shit talk us while we're playing the game and seeing which one of us gets beat up like pickles.
All right. Well, I'm gonna continue to watch and chat.
All right.
I got some stuff I got to do this evening. Clean up the
Chat
house.
box will be later night, Breeze. Pickles needs to get his. The pickle thing, PJ, is just we started calling him that because he got drunk and couldn't say his own name not right. That's basically what it was. He couldn't say pixels. He was saying pickle while drunk, so we started calling him pickles. I'm just teasing Moira about the shit talk. That's all, Moira. So if Moira wants to come up right now, Moira can. Moira.
Oh,
Didn't say
All right.
anything else.
Well, I'm gonna go back into the chat and I'll be watching you kick LDG's butt.
All right.
All right. Talk to you in
sharing
a couple
something?
minutes.
Now I will share the screen with everybody so they can see what's going on.
Round one.
And
One.
we have it just one-on-one. The beginner versus the novice. And I don't want to be red because Bird's red all the time. And look how much he wins. Not much.
all right, buddy.
So we got that.
What did you put the rules at? 60
Rules are-
seconds,
60 seconds. Everything else is standard.
automatic, or pick your places. It doesn't matter. I'll still whoop your ass.
Yeah. Here we go.
Excuse me.
Get ready.
Well done.
Okay. Here we go. It's
Oh
automatic.
my, random. Nice.
Random.
All
and
right.
you
This
get to go first.
is good. 60 seconds. All right.
Come on, don't screw up. Look at that.
This is good. I like this. This gets the blood pumping. Yes. Okay, that works. All right. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, listen, 4, 5, 4, something. Yeah. Ouch.
Next phase.
Hello, Alexander.
You can do it.
Thank you.
Blam. Australia, we take it. Bro, this ain't looking very good. 3% chance.
Hail Dolified. Hello, hello, hello. I'm a little slow on the chats because I can't see much when I got the game going.
Ouch.
There we go. Wear his armies down a little bit. That's what I like to see.
In the name of all that is bunny.
Thomas is yelling for Joseph to wake up. Dun dun dun. It's pretty quiet right now.
Two out of three.
No, just
Oh.
Come on, hit some mines.
Oh, Pickles hang on.
Finally hit a mine.
What can you do with that? Not much.
Good game. Good game.
Boom! It's over, folks. And hello, Jedi Bill. Yep.
Hey, Jedi. Hey, make sure you check your Discord. I sent you what you were asking for.
There it was, guys. I didn't cheat by giving me the best start. What the hell?
I mean, you did. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, 2 out of 3, man. That was
No.
too quick. Make it fair.
Hey, you said you love quick games.
I do. That was quick. So do 2 out of 3 then.
No, I promised people I'd play Jackbox because they wanted to play games.
All right, let's do
I
it.
proved my point.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I give it to you. And you know what? Out of all the people, I always said you had skill.
Well, I used to sit around playing Risk every Sunday
Yeah.
with a friend.
Ah. It was the
Every
other. It was Mr. Londell. It was these guys I needed to boost up to big boy Risk. You were never on my list of people I said couldn't play Risk. It was people like AT, freaking Mr. L, Cinnabon, Alexander.
Here we go. A little Jackbox.
All right, here we
Everybody
go.
loves some Jackbox. We know that. And I have to get the code out there for people. So there we got that out so people can get into the game. And then we'll go to shared screen. And then we will play Fibbage 3 to start off with. Go to Fibbage 3. Put it up on full screen. Well, actually, I don't want to share it yet. Not yet. I want to get the game started and get my first position in there so I don't have somebody clicking buttons before it's supposed to be. All right, now I'll share the screen. And the code is MLQE. MLQE. Let's see who joins into the game. Pickles is in. I should send Fizz a message saying we're playing Jackbox.
Santa.
All right, we got the furry back in here again. We all know who the furry is now. If anybody doesn't know, furry is Nightbreeze. Hot Sucks in. John DeMarco's in.
For the record, I actually knew who Furry was because he actually made that joke. Like, I remember that. I mean, his damn thing is furry, for God's sakes.
So we got that there. We got that. Anybody else coming into this game? We got 16 in the chat. We've got 5 so far. We got room for 3 more.
Hey, Mora.
Moira, purr. Thomas Potts referring back to the risk game. That was the game? Nope. John DeMarco said, nah, it was a slaughter. Yes, I can beat Bird. Meows. We got lots of meows in here. Yeah, Nightbreeze. Sure, you forgot to change your name. All right. Anybody else? Or we're going to start this game with just 5 of us, which is kind of boring, but it'll still be fun. Zachary's about ready to go to bed. All right, so we're going to fire up this game, see what happens, and see who can win. Eventually, I'll learn to put my headphones on so I can hear what the hell's going on with the game.
Oh, let me post this in the STFU.
Okay, 5 players. Well, I only brought ice cream for 4, so I'll just throw it all away. Oh, and anyone else can get in and join the audience. The audience gets to throw extra lies into the mix and guess the truth along with players. Let's play.
Copyright incoming.
This is round
Round 1,
where you'll get 500 points for fooling the other players with your lies. And you'll score 1,000 for finding the truth.
Someone claimed that 3 seconds of video there.
Okay, pick a category. All right, question 1. The adult site woodrocket.com shot a 2015 promotional video where porn actors attempted to blank. Now, enter a bluff on your device that sounds real enough to fool the other players. If you're stumped, you can hit the lie for me button, but using it's only worth half the points. Do it.
All right, so let's see what the hell we can come up with.
Write something quick or use the lie for me button.
Already starting out with a porn
Okay,
question.
these are your
so
choices. Pick the truth on your device now.
shoot pickles out of their holes. All right, have sex with. I gotta give a thumbs up to that shoot pickles out of their hole. Gotta give a thumbs up to that one.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Really?
Johnny
Really?
Mark
Come
and
on.
Fly.
Oh, I should have. Why didn't I think of that?
The audience went for the have sex with a pickle. Son of a
No.
bitch!
What happened?
Well, so much
I
for
missed that.
one.
Cry on demand was the truth.
Because when
the
watching
hell?
porn, you shouldn't have to cry alone.
Your stream skipped. What? Oh, no one picked mine. Okay, damn it.
Yeah, no one picked yours. But you got 2 thumbs up, so you got 10 points.
Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. California mobster Ciro Terranova was a terror in the early 1900s, but you probably wouldn't be intimidated if you knew his nickname was the Blank King. Type in your lies now.
All right, let's see what kind of weird ass answers we come up with this one.
Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. All right, find the truth.
Man, I so wanted to pick that one, but I just don't think it's right. And watch it, I do one that should have been.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
The audience fell for the kitten. Potts fell for the midget. Phew, that was the one I was thinking, but it wasn't good. Audience lie. Yes! I
It's the
picked
most
right.
adorable mob nickname that has the word choke in it.
I chose wisely. But I'm still losing to a furry. The hell?
Give me a category.
Still losing to a furry.
Let's see what we got. Taking measures to the extreme, Corey Taylor of Chicago decided to fake his own death in order to get out of blank. Enter your lies now.
I know this one.
Yeah, good thing Ensign Ricky isn't playing because he'd have the answer on this one.
Okay, take a look and find the truth. Okay, let's take a look.
Potts fell for the audience lie. The audience fell for John DeMarcos. Night Breeze wants to get out of sex with his wife if he had one. Damn it!
And it was also...
Yeah.
Hmm,
Son
kind
of
of
a bitch.
spooky.
It's phone contract. The
I wonder
hell?
what roaming charges are like in heaven.
And now I fell back to last place. Son of a bitch.
On to round two, where all point values
After
are
round
doubled.
2.
Hey, it's celebrity social media time.
We're not cheating, Thomas.
Celebrity tweets. In October 2015, Larry King tweeted, "Somehow, somewhere, there's got to be a blank." Write your lies now. Hurry, use the lie for me button if you're stuck.
All right, guys. Let's see what the hell happens here.
Okay, which one is the truth?
All right, I think I know this one as soon as I seen the answers.
I love this part.
No, I didn't know. Damn it.
Nice lie. Here's something you might be interested in.
A talking dog.
Finally, a journalist bringing up what
That was
really
the damn
matters.
answer. Really? But at least I'm back out of last place.
Select
Furry's
a
picking
category.
again. Hey, Furry
Okay,
picked the
focus up.
topic he knows all
A
about.
May 2007 issue of Behavior Research and Therapy published a surprising paper that found asthma could be treated with blank. Okay, enter your lies.
All right, so what can asthma be treated with?
Finish quick, or just hit the lie for me button. Okay, find the truth. All right, let's see what you guys picked.
Damn it. Thank you.
Wow, that was very persuasive.
I think it's it was a roller
The
coaster.
positive emotional
The hell?
stress people with asthma felt after riding a coaster alleviated their symptoms.
But at least my brilliant answer shot me up to first.
All right, choose a category.
All right, Thomas
Here's the
Potts wants
question.
to get famous.
Ever heard of Larry Donovan? Well, he tried to become famous in the 1880s by repeatedly blank. All right, type in your lies.
So there you go, Night Breeze. You just got to go take some roller coaster
Hurry,
rides.
use the lie for me button if you're stuck.
Oh, Wesley, I'm sorry. How come you can't play, Wesley?
Okay, look for the truth and pick it.
Oh, well, hell, we're going to have to do a day when you're not at work, and we'll do a stream where we can play.
And what did people pick? And it was also great minds.
Damn it.
Nice fibbing.
The audience fell for... What the hell? Furry, what the hell are you doing? Are
It
you looking
ended
things
about
up?
how you'd
Are you
expect.
cheating?
Jumping.
Now the furry's back in first again. Must be wearing a...
This is the final
Rabbit
fibbage.
costume.
One question left for triple the points. Good luck. In 1486, German clergyman Heinrich Kramer published a book claiming that witches were, among other things, feeding blank to blank. Right lies now.
Enter those lies.
All right, we've entered lies. Well, at least two of us have so far. There's four of us in, one more to go.
easy button if you can't think of something.
Almost out of time. Hello, Slasher.
Okay,
How you
which
doing
one's the
this
truth?
evening?
All right, who picked what?
Really?
And it was also.
How did you guys? How would you guys
Oh, you
even
guys
guess
are like
that?
twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something logical witches would have done back in the day. It's like standard for D&D.
That was a big one. Not your finest effort.
The hell, oats to
Uh-oh,
stolen.
was I supposed
What
to be
the
feeding
hell?
mine?
How the hell do you feed? No, oh, no.
Wow.
That one's dumb as hell.
What the hell's a stolen penis?
I guess they took it off a guy.
Remember King Missile, detachable penis?
How do you
Pickles,
feed? Awesome.
I don't know. We're not playing fibbage for. Let's go to Quiplash. Everybody loves Quiplash, don't we?
Oh yeah.
So then we can start ragging on each other.
Oh yeah.
And that one, there we go. Quiplash. I chose rightly. I chose smartly. I chose wisely. So, yeah. What that? Alrighty.
Easier to make fun of LDG. Yeah, I bet.
That's right. We can make fun of LDG this way. All right, there we go. DGFQ is the code, folks. Jump on in. Let's make fun of LDG. Let's get him to say something goofy so we have more quotes. We're up to 5. Come on. We know you can get some more in here. Come on. There's still room. Anytime now, Future Man will be popping in.
Who's that?
Joseph.
Oh, Future Man.
All right, come on. There was somebody playing in the audience the last game. We got room for you to come in now. There we go. We've got 6 in here now. Can we get 2 more? There's 7. Taking the one must be David Melbourne. Flugers in here. Come on, one more. Come on. We got room for one more. Squeeze in here, folks. Let's make it a full game. 17 watching. We can get half the chat in here. Come on. Don't make me beg. That wouldn't be pretty. Going once. Yep, there's David Melbourne. Melbourne is here for the win. Going twice. All right. I tried to give you guys a chance to get in here, and, well, we're going for the win now because everybody, we're counting down. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Schmitty. That's spelled S-C-H, Nitty. Okay, let's have a good, clean fight. No quips below the belt. This is round 1. You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
All right, we got 1 left. Got 30 seconds left. Get in those answers. Time is ticking away. Tick, tick, tick. Come on. Seriously? You can't answer 2 questions? There we go.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, I'm here. There we go.
The first prompt is an excuse to avoid riding the mechanical bull.
Excuse for riding a mechanical bull.
Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next in line, a terrible wedding gift. It's voting time.
Well, I got a feeling I know what's going to win this one. Terrible wedding gift.
Oi.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
they went with the pickles. What the hell?
And next is the Katy Perry Super Bowl halftime show would have been better with blank. Time to vote.
Oh, with this crowd, everybody will probably vote for. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh no, they didn't go with the sex.
Coming up next, one thing that the rich truly enjoy is diamond encrusted blank.
Oh,
Glasses.
Oh, both of them would be painful.
oh,
That would be painful as hell. And I think we will go with that one because at least it's not hurting me.
Next one, something you shouldn't wear to a job interview. Time to vote.
Yeah, I think I know which one's going to win this one this time. Of course, I said that last time and I was wrong. Yep, nobody wants to wear a big turd to a job interview.
And next, take any U.S. president's name and turn it into something inappropriate. It's voting time.
That Clinton whorehouse could be full of Hillarys.
Okay, next one. A good place to hide boogers.
Good place to hide boogers.
Time to
What the
vote.
hell said that? All right, now that's just strange. Who's gonna hide a booger? Of course, Pickles.
I had to write the answers really fast. I was stepped away from my boy. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
We'll see. So far,
That's
you're
the
doing
end
as
of
good
round
as
one.
you did in
Let's
that
take
game
a
of
look at the
Risk.
scores. Time for round 2, where everything is worth 2 times
All right.
as much as that silly round 1.
All right, round 2. Let's see.
I always hate it when I think of something better after I submit it.
All right, I better get some good points on this one.
Let's take a look. Starting things off, a Facebook status you don't want your grandparents to see. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Well, I think we got one way on this one.
Wow. Ah.
I knew we had a runaway on that one.
Next up, the worst words to say for the opening of a eulogy at a funeral. Vote on your devices. And next, the best way to survive a bear attack is blank. Time to vote.
Pflugerville wants pickles to eat. Really? You want to cuddle with a bear? Oh yeah, I did say earlier.
Next in line, the next best thing to chew when you're out of gum. It's voting time.
The hell is cud?
That's what cows chew on. When you see them
that
kind of
was
like they're chewing on gum.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
I kind of worry about David Melbourne's neighbor,
Next one.
so if he runs out of game.
With a koala bear. Vote on your devices.
Everybody wants to fight a koala bear over beer.
Coming up next, a trick you shouldn't teach your dog. Time to vote.
Well, that's a great choice. They're both the same thing. And basically, the dogs do it themselves anyway. So what the hell?
But how would you teach the dog to do that, though?
It's kind of scary that Pickles and Nightbreeze had the
Okay,
same
next
thought,
one.
though.
The name of a new, terrifying species of spider. Vote on your devices.
Oh, what the hell? Screw you. I ain't picking that one.
Round 2 is no more. Let's
Well,
see
I'm
the
still
damage.
not winning. But I'm hanging on the third.
And
The
now,
last
round
lash.
3, the last lash. Point values are tripled, and
All right,
you'll
we
all
got to
be
see who
answering
can
the
come up with
same
the best
prompt this
answer
time.
for this question.
Your last lash
Could be
prompt
the win.
is the name of a sexy new dance move.
Mm-hmm. 15 seconds left, folks. Get them answers in quick. Oh, we got it in with 1 second
Here's
to
what
spare.
everybody wrote. Vote now. You get 3 votes this round.
All right, we
Spread
got
out any way you
quite a
like,
few
or give them all
LDG
to one
answers, too.
The chair swivel. That's hilarious. Stuff.
Chair swivel. We got a truffle shuffle for him. We got the pickle pose. Only 2 votes for the chair swivel, though. 3 votes for the triple nipple twist.
Wow.
3 votes for the pickle wiggle.
That's nice.
Pickle wiggle.
4 votes for the pickle truffle shuffle. 4 votes for the pickle pose. And the bunny corn 2-step gets 4 votes.
There you go.
That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
Look at that.
Ugh.
The winner. The truffle shuffle pulled it out.
Nice work.
Let's play that one again. Because we're actually having a little fun with that one. And maybe this game will get a full house. Maybe. Maybe. So, the code for this one will be XJFS. 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 Oh, David, I haven't seen you playing for a while, so maybe you just need a warm-up game. You may come back on this one. Of course, Thomas is yelling I'm a cheater again.
Come on, people. Get in the game. Come on down. Think about it. All you got to put is make a joke of one of us, and you'll most likely win.
All right, we got 7 again. Are we going to get that elusive 8th in here? We got 18 in the chat watching. Come on, we can get one more in here.
There's more.
I will put the link back in for the chat box, just in case. Somebody might have missed it. Because we can get one more in here, folks. Come on, let's make it a full round. Let's make it hard.
There we go. You got that, Thomas?
What? He's not taking my quotes down. He's only taking your quotes.
You're feeding them hard. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, because you just said you're feeding them hard. So did you get that one, Thomas? All right. Apparently nobody wants that last spot, so everybody's in. Here we go.
Heyo, I'm Josh.
Come up with some
Schmitz,
really
but you can
fucked
call me
up
Schmitty.
answers on
Also,
this,
you
people.
may call me Schmitty. Well, I hope everyone took their shoes off because this game has fairly new carpeting. This is round 1. You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. It's simple. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
All right, I think I got 2 great answers on this one. I think I've got 2 great answers on this one. Now, if everybody else just thinks so, that'll be the difference.
Mm-hmm.
20 seconds left. Got 1 person left to get answers in. Running out of time. Uh-oh. Pickles gets in at the
it's
last
time for some
second
quiplashing.
again.
First
I
up,
am not good at these games, man.
That's why I don't play. I just don't know.
It
okay,
just.
favorite.
All right, so play thing, blah, 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 blah.
What you get a bonus for?
One. The real secret to a happy marriage is vote on your devices.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And next is the worst thing you could rub all over your face.
Come on, man. Get a little freaking. That's a worse thing. I think I'm sorry, DJ.
Next up, a great pet name for a parasitic worm that lives in your ear. Time to
The
vote.
alpha pickle.
Oh, at least we cleared the City Alpha over from Anti-Trucker stream.
Oh my god.
And next, a quick way to annoy Pat Sajak while playing Wheel of Fortune. Vote on your device.
Applause, Trebek.
Yeah, a little more. You didn't get shit on that one.
I bet you've seen your fair share of jockeys
Next
fall.
in line,
Thomas is then subbing because there was
HR
no
would probably get the
LPG
most
answer on that
complaints
one.
on Bring Your Blank to Work Day. It's voting time.
Well, that's a hard one to pick from.
No, they actually had a. They announced that they have no more episodes. Jeopardy, that they can't come up with any more questions.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
The next big sports
It was
scandal.
on my stream this morning when I was going through the news.
Dude, you actually have to go through a test to get on that show. That's crazy. And the test is not simple. Very hard test. One of my aunt's friends went and applied for the show, and he almost got on. But I guess their fucking barrel was so deep at that time that he just fucking lost interest. But he took a huge test for it, and he said it was probably harder than any fucking other test he's ever taken in his life.
That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard.
It's all right, Thomas Potts. You can't use me for every answer, I'm sure.
Round
Just like
two
they
is
can't
straight
use
ahead,
me
and
for
that
every
means
answer.
all
Yeah, I
points.
think this program has a particular bias. This program is racist versus LDS.
Yeah.
All LDS lives matter.
All right, come on. Time to score some points. Hey, and Pickles is not the last one for once.
Let's start this show. The first prompt is a sign you wouldn't want to see at a seafood restaurant. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
I'm just not voting for that one on purpose. No.
I read it wrong. But okay, roll.
Coming up next.
That works.
something
I'll take it.
reading the background in every episode of Friends. Vote on your device.
Hey, and Ricky made me.
It's in Ricky made it.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you.
Next one. A good sign that your dog is really an a-hole. It's voting time.
Okay.
looks like a pickle.
Next up, a possible entry in Gary Busey's dream journal. Tonight I dreamed blank. Time to vote. And next is something you shouldn't use a chainsaw for. It's voting time. And next, the worst carnival prize you could win. Vote on your devices.
That'd be a hard choice. And of course, most of them.
I'm glad I didn't win that one. That was a tough one.
The worst way to be murdered. Time to vote. That's the end of round 2. Let's take a look at the score.
Son of a bitch. All right, let's see where the scores go. Oh, look at that. I'm up in front.
Not by much.
And now round 3.
The last lash.
lash. Point values
Everything's
are tripled,
tripled.
and you'll all be answering the same prompt this time. Your last lash prompt is an inappropriate thing for a detective to say at a crime scene.
This one was a tough one.
Everybody's in. Okay, in this round, you have 3 votes to give to players. You can give them all to one player or spread them out.
I tried to get technical with the answer, and that was completely wrong.
Thomas Potts already says, well, I lost. Yes, it was a tough one. We got 3 votes for damn Chad Great Tits. Four votes for nice tits. Four votes for some pickles.
Damn. That I actually feel happy with that. That's great, guys. Thank you.
That's it. let's take a look at the final scores.
That's 2 wins in a
Again.
row.
This guy play this too much. That's why.
Don't play this too much. The only time I play it is on my streams or Han Stars.
And that's like every night.
No, it's not.
All the time.
What's up, Anthony?
I don't know.
We'll take a
I made
break from it for a while. Let's throw the link out there, see if anybody wants to come up and chat or something. And then if people feel like they want to play again, we'll load up a game again. We don't want to sit there and take the whole night just playing a game.
Ugh.
You sound like you're sleepy already, Pickles.
Yeah, a little bit, buddy.
Up early?
Yeah, I gotta be up early. I've been up early, yeah.
Gonna wear yourself out.
Dude, I've been doing this for so long. Though I gotta admit, yeah, jumping on YouTube has definitely expanded my night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's Anthony up to tonight? If you want some good streams, go to Dark Gift Comics. He does some good, hellacious streaming, folks. He even will do open mic nights on Monday sometimes. He will. I'll throw his link right out into the chat so everybody can check him out because he does some great stuff. He's one of my people that I have to battle from time to time on Name That Tune. Also.
Excuse me.
And he's a hell of a guitar player. And here he is.
What's going on, fellas?
Not much. What's up with you tonight?
Just chilling. Just been stream hopping.
Take a night off from yours. I seen that you said you might or might not be on tonight.
Yeah, I took the night off. I just got really behind and busy and was doing yard work. And next thing I know, it was like, I saw it was like, when did I put that tweet out? Like 5:30, 6 o'clock? And I was like, nowhere near done. And I was like, if I do it, it's not going to be till later. And then by the time I was actually done, it was like already 7:45 and my back was killing me. And I was like, I'm just going to lay down for a little while.
Sounds like the right thing to do.
Yeah. So, I took the night off. What's going on, Rick?
What's going on, man? How you been?
I'm hanging.
Yeah, I've just been fucking working, man. I've been doing like 60-hour weeks. We're super busy down here.
I can imagine places are starting to open up, right?
Yeah, well, we're a vacation spot. So, I mean, we never slowed down. In fact, we got busier. And I work more in the summer than I do in the winter because our season's from March to October. And in that time, I'll make pretty much 90% of what I'm going to make that whole year. So, I mean, like, that's just where my money's made. So in the summer, it's like 6-7 days a week sometimes, usually 5 or 6 days a week. But it's 60-hour weeks, but I do it all the way through the end of August. Then I get a little break around September, October. It starts to slow down a bit, but it stays pretty busy. And then by December, dude, I work maybe 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah. But it's right now, it just sucks because it's just like I literally go to sleep, wake up, and go right back to work. And
usually, I know how that is. Usually, that's how my industry is too. I do private dining events at a restaurant that has like outdoor space for like wedding ceremonies and stuff. Yeah, so like April through
events and stuff like that. And
yeah. They have a restaurant which is actually opening this week on a soft opening. They can only do outside dining, and they have to do like 25% capacity or whatever. Private dining is still shut down, but yeah, it's I'm in the private dining department, and yeah, between April and September, October-ish, Yeah, like you said, that's where I make the bulk of my cash. you
Yeah,
know?
and that's pretty much how it is out here, and it's just because I'm in Touristville. I mean, everybody right now. I mean, the scary thing is we have more people here than last year, and last year was a full season, and we're generally by July. My store, my Papa John's, is the busiest Papa John's on the planet, and sometimes we've even been the busiest pizza store on the planet, and yeah, it gets crazy by us, but it's I mean, it's that I make killer money. You know what I'm saying? So but it's a lot of work. I mean, it's just a lot of hours. And I mean, I do a little bit of everything. I don't drive. I kind of like half manage and make sure things don't burn down. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's kind of like my job. I mean, like people feel safe when I'm there. So, I mean, I end up being there most of the time. Well, they feel safer than they normally would because it's like we don't do like normal volume pizza. We do like slaughter pizza. I mean, it is literally like we are a fucking factory. And it's just 7-8 hours of just straight full ovens, fucking people running around with their heads cut off, and us trying to get all these deliveries out. And what makes our area a little bit unique and retarded is we're a one road area. So I mean, there's one major road that goes through our whole like delivery area, basically our whole town, and that's the only main road. There's like no way around. I mean, there's a couple of ways around you can get to other parts of the same island, but we're like on an island, a peninsula. So I mean, when we started getting like 2.5 million people here on vacation, it was manageable. You could still drive and stuff like that, still get around. But now we're getting upwards 5-6 million people a year, and this is a one road situation. And our delivery times around 5 or 6, we go to 3 hours, 3 hour delivery times, and people are like, "Yeah, no problem, wait." And that's just a testament to how bad the traffic is, because it's going to take you 2.5 hours to get out your condo, drive to us, get your pizza while you have to wait. And then by the time you drive back, you probably ate the pizza on the car on the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
so, I mean, most people just suck it up and wait because it doesn't matter if you call us, Pizza Hut, or Domino's. We're all quoting 2.5 hours. And it's just because it's a one road situation and we have 4 million people there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's like, it gets pretty tense, you know, and it's like even me driving to work off season, it takes me about 25 minutes to get to work. I'm about 25 miles away. And on season, like the other day, it took me 2 hours to get to work. 2 fucking
That
hours.
sucks.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it's like I'm not close to it, but I mean, time and distance is relative. Everybody that works here is always late. There's just no way around it. We have no choice. So people are kind of lax in our town about people being late because it's just we have 2 bridges that get in, and both those bridges are full. Like,
Yeah, I spent a week at a place called Long Beach Island out here in Jersey. It's about like 40 minutes away from me, 45 minutes. A buddy of mine had a beach house down there, and the same kind of thing. It's like a little island off.
that's New York,
right-
though, technically, isn't it?
No, New Jersey. There is a Long Beach, Long Island. This is Long Beach Island in New
Oh,
Jersey.
okay.
Yeah. I spent the week out on Long Beach, Long Island once too when I was a kid, but no, but this and yeah, it's like a one road. It's like a long stretch of island that's just off the coast. Like there's
Yeah,
like a bay.
we're on the ocean. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, people come here and draw. And now the reason why more people are coming every year is because we're more centralized than Miami. So, I mean, it's like, for instance, I'm from Chicago, and it only takes me 13 hours to drive home from where I'm at in Florida. 13 hours. And that's like me working a day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm back home in the city. And we're at just the very top of Florida. So a lot of people drive to us. And you don't have to drive the extra 11 hours because it's 12 hours from me to Miami. And I'm in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
fucked up to even think about. You know what I'm saying? It takes me
Mhm.
about as long to get to Miami as it does.
Hello, Sith Lord.
What's up,
What's up,
Seth?
man?
What's up, guys? Rick, you talking about your summertime pizza delivery again?
Yeah, I'm getting murdered.
I know
over
he
here.
talks about it every time he
Yeah,
gets up
it's,
here.
it's right next to me.
I know you're getting your ass kicked right now. That's
Yeah.
why I gotta give you. That's why I gotta give you a hard time about it.
Yeah, we are fucking getting murdered, dude. Murder is an understatement for what's going through us right now.
Well, that Robert was asking about you last week. I almost didn't do it last week, but then
Yeah,
I
I've been
did.
popping on and listening, but I've actually had to work the last couple Mondays like late, and
Yeah.
so I mean, like this Monday I had off and no one was on, so I was like, oh fuck it, well, you know what I'm saying, like I'll just chill then, you know. But yeah, I've been listening.
Did you have your open mic night tonight, Anthony?
No, man, I got backed up doing yard work, and then I was like, I was gonna maybe do it at like 9 or 9:30, and I don't know. Just I got to talking with a roommate and next thing I know it was like 10 o'clock and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I was just tired, man. I'm still tired. I probably should like just crash. I was like dozing off, stream hopping, and then I saw DJ.
Well, come on, man. You get to hang out with us fine folks. I know you're tired. I know all that.
Yeah. I just popped over and I saw DJ was on. I popped over, said hi, he threw the link out. I was like, I literally jumped on a couple of minutes before you jumped on. So.
Yeah.
Well, I just woke up. I was sitting there in front of my TV and I just crashed out watching a live stream playback. And I was watching Ellie's live stream, DJ. And next thing I know, I look up and I'm like, really? Is it almost 2 o'clock? So I just happened to go look. Oh, fuck, DJ's on. All right. Oh, Anthony's on there. Fuck it. I went over here and turned my computer on. Hi. How you doing? And, I had a nap. I'm raring to go.
Yeah, you missed it. We were playing Jackbox earlier.
Yeah, I know. I saw the thumbnail of it, but you know,
Yeah,
that's me. A day late and a dollar short. You know,
I'm still weird with those games. I mean, like I like Risk. I just don't know. Jackbox is just weird. I mean, it's
well, the thing with Jackbox is you got to be quick on your feet, and it's not meant to be played logically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's meant to be played out of the box. You know, Jackbox. You got to play it out of the box.
And when you're in these streams, it's meant to slam on people in the stream.
Everybody. Yeah.
Well, every once in a while I get thrown into the mix, but very rarely do I slam anybody. But thanks to this guy here, he kind of throws me under the bus, every once in a while. But then again, DJ gets his furriness on a Jackbox, so and it's time for a Jaloja every 5 seconds, Yeah, Momo knows, what I'm saying?
Momo, who is your savior now?
Actually, there was no Jalojas in any of the games tonight.
No shit, really?
None.
Wow. You guys are growing up.
My dad just like sitting here fucking playing and just fucking jumping from stream to stream to stream to stream. It's like almost convenient now because everybody streams when someone's not streaming. So it's like
I thought about streaming this evening, but then I was like, maybe not. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna stream. Okay, maybe not. I didn't know it was Monday, but then I totally forgot about open mic night, but then I thought about it earlier on. I'm like, ain't nobody streaming. That's kind of odd. But no offense, Anthony. It's just something was missing, and I knew it, but I couldn't think.
Right. No, I hear you, brother. I almost literally forgot about it. That's how wrapped up in yard work I got. And I didn't even think about it till 5:30, 6 o'clock when I put that tweet out. And I was like, oh shit, today's Monday.
Yeah, dude. I mean, seriously. I mean, especially when you're working crazy, dude, and it all melds together in one day. I'll forget days, just in the middle, because it's really I fall asleep and I go right back to work. And so I mean, it's you'd be like, "Fuck, is it Friday already?" I mean, fuck, holy shit, But it go by fast though. I mean, when it's over and it's you try to think back on it, you're just wow, what the fuck.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing when you're like me. Right now, I'm laid off because of everything going on, and the days just start blurring. I said to my roommate when we were talking earlier, I was like, yeah, the other day when I took a ride over to my mother's, he goes, that was yesterday. I was like, that was yesterday? I was like, oh, all right, that was yesterday.
You might be glad you're not right back at work, because we got a friend that just went back to work 2 weeks ago, Piano Dean. He plays pianos at the clubs and shit, sings.
Yeah.
The crowd started touching him and shit. Now he's got COVID.
Yeah, he got it. It sucks. Yeah, my baby's mother got it too.
That sucks.
She just got out of quarantine or whatever. But
you can move to Georgia. They're lifting the ban on full capacity restaurants, everything in Georgia.
Yeah, well, he's in Georgia, isn't Piano Dean in Georgia? He's Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I think so. Piano Dean.
Yeah, I think he's Atlanta.
It's funny. They lifted last week. They lifted the stay-at-home order. So like we had an 8 o'clock curfew here for a while, and that got lifted. It's like, okay, you don't have to stay in your house anymore, but like there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. John DeMarco said Piano Dean's in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, so he's in. Okay. I thought he was in Atlanta.
OnStar is somewhere about northeast of Atlanta. All I know is that he works in Atlanta, and it takes him about 45 minutes.
I mean, there's a lot of us that are from Atlanta here. I mean, like Alec from Exeter, he's in Atlanta. I mean, tons of people are. I mean, that's the closest, biggest city to me. I mean, I guess New Orleans and Atlanta are equidistant. They're about the same. New Orleans, I might get to a little bit faster, but Atlanta is technically my biggest major city next to me. That has all the shit that I would love to have here.
Oh, I was about to say, fuck, dude, I'm not that far from you.
Yeah, I mean, you're only a couple hours from me, right? Or you're in Jacksonville, right?
Jacksonville is what, 3 to 4 hours? Maybe?
Yeah, it's about 3.5 hours, I think, in Jacksonville for a minute.
Yeah. But we don't have anything worth a shit.
Yeah. I have a friend out here that moved from Jacksonville to Destin, and he said it was boring as hell there.
Well, it's a big city because Duval County is Jacksonville, and it's one of the top 3, if not the largest landmass city in the U.S.
Oh, wow.
But we don't have anything.
Yeah.
We got a crappy-ass football team and a couple of no-name other sports teams, like a hockey team and a baseball team.
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
Jacksonville got a hockey team. Really?
Everybody down here doesn't fucking care about any type of professional sports. It's all college football, and it's so fucking weird to come down here and no one cares. I mean, Florida's got great hockey teams. They got great hockey teams. They're doing fucking phenomenal, and no one gives a fuck. Like no one down here gives a fuck about hockey. So I mean, it's because they never grew up playing it their whole lives, and they're like, oh, we have hockey teams. And I fucking delivered to this guy at the Hilton. And first dude I ever delivered to with a Florida the Tampa Bay Lightning shirt on. And I'm like, dude, fucking A, dude, you have to be the first dude. I even talked about, I was like, dude, you have to be the first dude I delivered to that represents Florida hockey. He's like, I'm the Zamboni driver. I'm like, oh, a fucking quarter. I delivered to is the Zamboni driver. And of course he's got a fucking Tampa Bay shirt.
Probably not even a fan. He was probably just wearing the T-shirt because he got it for free.
Yeah, man, I know how that shit's set up. I used to work for one of the crews down. Well, it used to be the Jacksonville Memorial Coliseum. Now it's the Veterans, Viastar Veteran, the Veterans Arena, whatever the fuck it's called. And I finally seen how they set up for a hockey game or ice skating or whatever they want to throw up in there. It's unreal. You would think that the ice is thick, and it's not. It's about this thick.
Yeah, it's not very thick at all. I mean, United Center, they down the whole thing. It's from basketball court to hockey game.
They set up the dashers, which is what surrounds the rink, and then they turn on these machines that completely turn the floor into a freezer, and then they just layer over some water over it. There you go. Eventually, you'll have ice.
Yeah, and then you smooth it out with the Zamboni. I mean,
Night Breeze and Thomas. If you miss hockey, they're playing it in Europe. I'm sure you can find it on some sports channel.
Yeah,
I'm sure Canadian got it.
Yeah, Canadian. That's huge. Russia and Canada. I have probably the most people in the organization, the NHL, and because the Russians are fucking born up. They grow. That's what they do for as kids. It's ice up there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they've been skating, all like snowboarding, all that shit. They're fucking all over that shit, and they know how to
because and over there, like Florida, we got more sun than we know how to deal with, more heat than we know how to deal with. To them, it's like an ice box.
Yeah, I mean, these people grew up with fucking skates on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and same with Canada. It's fucking cold up there. Those people grew up with. So I mean, obviously, some of the best players are going to be from Russia and Canada. And I remember the Detroit Red Wings. What was like 10 years ago? They were like the New York Yankees of the fucking NHL. and they had like every good Russian player in the league, and like just dominated years and years and years and years.
So DJ, so
Yeah.
you're coming up on the 2-hour mark. How long are you gonna go tonight?
I don't know.
You sound wore out or hurting. I know you're hurting.
I'm hurt.
Usually I'm jumping on his stream at like 3 in the morning.
Why are you hurting? What did you do?
I've got a cluster of nerves being crushed in my back.
Ooh, that's not.
I know how that feels.
Any word on if and when they're gonna be able to do anything about it?
Well, right now I started Friday. They are making me do the physical therapy, and they're going to be giving me the pain shots because they refuse to do the surgery until after I do this for a month.
Sounds like cortisone shots until they make up their mind.
Yeah, I mean sometimes they gave me a steroid, and it's for a certain period of time the steroid works, and that was to help with the whole situation, and then usually a painkiller of some sort. But it's some of the painkillers sometimes don't even work because it's like nerve damage, and
Yeah, they started me off on that stupid tramadol crap. That did nothing.
Tramadol is horrible. They
Now
try to
they
get it all the time.
They moved me up to the Norcos.
Those are all right.
They'll help me get to sleep, but
Just smoke a joint, you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I mean, it's just like because it's like some of the past pain medication doesn't help you because it's nerve damage, and like
Yep.
I have DDD, so my discs are just disappearing, and when it's firing, it is I can't walk. Period. Like I am unable to walk. I mean, like I walk like a zombie. I'm just twisted in some crazy way. DDD, degenerative disc disease.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
that's
mean,
what I thought, but I was like,
yeah, I mean, like, and, the doctor was like, well, this is what you get. And then he said, basically, you know, some people are able to live and walk with it for the rest of their lives. And some people are not so lucky. It's kind of like a person by person basis. The only thing he said is basically, as you get older, it's going to get worse. I'm like, oh, thank you, doc.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought it was. I was like, when the hell did he turn into a fucking wrestler?
Yeah, DDD, and but it's but when it fires up, I mean, I get severe sciatica in my legs. Can't sleep, can't move. Like I'll be sleeping in my bed, and if I move in my sleep, I'll instantly wake up. The pain's just too intense. Can't turn. Like if I wanted to turn, I'd have to turn like. I can't whip around. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that. That doesn't work. It'll fucking.
Dude, I can't do that anymore.
You know what I'm saying? Like so. I mean, like in walking, I can't run, but walking is hard enough. And like going to the bathroom, taking a shower, painful as fuck. All of it.
I can't do that either. About a decade ago, I was one of the ones that had a bad habit of constantly popping my neck. And one day I popped my neck, and I was like, "Oh shit, I can't move my neck. I can't do a quick whip around. It's like my neck's almost locked into position. Now I can turn, you know, but if I were to do like that real quick, a quick turn of my head real quick, it'll almost knock me on my ass.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, like had to do all those
my neck
exercises.
itself is stiffened.
Like some of the exercises I found out is like where you sit down, you cross one leg, you hold it for 30 seconds, then you cross the other leg. I mean, there's little things that can kind of help, but what was worse was sitting down for me, and it's just because it's like it feels like someone's like breaking you in half.
Well,
that's kind of what it feels like. But I couldn't drive for extended periods of time, so if I drive for like a half hour or so, like and it starts to flare up, I have to stop the car, walk around the car a few times, and then get back in and drive just to like reset everything. And if you cough, oh my god, holy shit! Like smoking some weed, I mean, because weed helps. It does take the edge off the pain. But if you cough when you're, oh my god, dude, it sends shockwaves through your body. Like you're just like, fuck, that hurt. And you know, and it gets crazy. But in my case, it only lasts for maybe like 2 months, and then I go back to normal. So it's kind of like torturous because it's like I'm not stuck this way, but it just happens. And this has happened like 4 or 5 times in the last about 5-6 years, where I'm out for 2 months and I can barely walk. And then by the 3rd month, it fucking heals up like I've never been hurt before. Then I can run and do everything. And there's no like indicator that I agitate it. Like the last time it happened to me, I literally just turned around and handed my kid a quesadilla, and I heard this. I was done, fucking done. I was just like, what the fuck? I mean, just literally just handed him a plate of fucking food. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? And I go through fucking, I mean, I make slap pizza. I mean, I'll go through all sorts of shit physically. You know what I'm saying? And that won't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I fucking give my kid a fucking plate of food, boom, my back's out. You know, and it's so weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like torturous. It's like, I mean, it's kind of, you know, good because I know I'm not staying that way. But I mean, at the same time, there might be a time where I do stay that way. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean,
so how is Cadet Ricky doing?
Working, man. He's fine. He's chilling on some game here.
You're ensign. He's the cadet.
Yeah, he's the cadet. Yeah, he's playing some game. Looks like, I don't know, we playing Grand Theft Auto? No, he's watching a YouTube video.
No, I'm just saying.
A YouTube video of some people playing a game.
He's doing good. Nothing. It's been okay.
WWE.
And I'm preparing to get my ass whooped Wednesday night.
What? When? Oh yeah.
Name that tune. I'm gonna get my ass whipped.
Yeah.
I'm not in this one.
Hey,
I
hey,
want to put it.
Man, I follow along with those, and I fucking can get them, most of them, but really fucking quick, unless they're country. You know what I'm saying? If it's country, I have no chance, but everything else,
Yeah.
I'm quick.
It's Mandy, Tom, and Bald Man Bad.
Yeah, Tom's in
DJ.
it.
Yeah. So
That's
you're worse off than I was.
Wait, Tom and Bald Man Bad are going to be on the same show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
that
wow.
should be fun. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Tom, Mandy, and me.
Oh yeah. Me and Anthony had a nice little run-in with him, but that's okay. Not Tom, but the other guy.
Yeah,
I have no idea who the other
Bald
guy
Man
is.
Bad.
He's someone that's been over on Danny Graham's chat on Comic Chat. He's the only white guy on a black stream, and I'm still trying to figure out what kind of leaded fuel he runs in that mouth is.
Yeah, no, he's all right. He just gets a little condescending sometimes.
A little.
And it took me about a good 20 minutes to a half hour to like figure him out, and then like I just
the vibe.
yeah, I kind of got like I finally figured out how to talk to him, and then like he was like, and then when I did, he was like, "Why are you getting mad at me?" I'm like, "I'm not getting mad at you, bro. We're not fighting here. You know, we're just having a conversation." You know, and he's like, "Oh, I thought you were getting mad." I was like, "No, bro, I think you're the one getting mad."
I was getting mad. But
No, I know you were getting mad.
I was trying to.
Tom got mad. He just dipped out. He called him
Well,
a
that's
dick
the
and he dipped out.
Yeah, that's all he does. He just,
Oh, so
instead of going off the rails, they'll just leave without taking it any further than it just went.
Yeah, but then he went in the chat and started going off the rail.
Yeah.
I love
so
Tom.
telling me this could be an interesting night.
Oh yeah.
Just be prepared because you don't know how to shut up.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't know how to shut up. That he just talks and talks and talks.
Han thinks he's only going to have about an hour 15-minute stream, but something tells me it's going to be an hour and a half to an hour and 45 just because he won't shut up.
Well, I don't know. That's when Han just needs to hit the mute button on him and continue along.
Eventually, that's what I started doing. I just started randomly muting.
I thought you were gonna kick him, to be honest. And I was like, I was like, don't do it. Don't, you know, like
See,
just.
I was listening how he was talking, but the first time he told me to shut up, and he kept going, I'm thinking, what? And then I saw it rolling in the chat. I was like, did he just tell him to shut up on his own channel? I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. Like, all right, like, devil's advocate. He didn't mean it like he, you know what I mean. The way the kid talks, he was just like he was on his little rant, and he was, you know, like just being like he was talking, and like if Sis said something or I said something, he'd be like, "Oh, shut, I'm, yeah, blah blah blah." You know, like that was just how he was. So he wasn't necessarily being purposefully rude. He was just being rude. You know
Well,
what I mean?
like I said in the last game, like I said in the last game, I sent you, Anthony. I promise he'll never be back.
Oh, I don't care. If anything, it's more, you know, like Rosetta and Tom you have to worry about. I
mean, even like some of the characters that everybody like, it's so much crazy. Even listening to like jumping on everybody's streams over in the comic world, how much actual drama is going on in the comic world. You know, what I'm saying? It's like, It's insane.
I much rather have Rosetta on than that guy on again, because it's just,
Wow.
it's seriously, dude. Seriously, DJ, if you'd have been there and you'd have heard half the shit he said, oh, you'd have dropped him quick. If you'd have been me, you wouldn't have wasted time. Boom, out the door he went.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think what he did would have deserved to be kicked, and I think like Moira and them were like making it more than it was. If anything, if you felt even slightly disrespected, you could have just been like, "Hey, did you just tell me to shut up?" And then let
I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
And then just let
Hey,
him
I
be
have
like,
that all the time on my streams.
yeah. Well, no, I mean, like I said, it wasn't like he turned around like specifically like to Seth and was like, "Shut up," you know what I mean? He was just like on his little rant because the guy just, like I said, just talks and talks, and he was more like, "Shut up," blah, 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 you know what I mean? Like it just was one of those things that flew out of his mouth. So he was like rude without purposely being rude. Like I don't think the guy I don't think he like has any self-awareness of what he's doing. You know, like I said, it took me about 20 minutes to a half hour to figure him out. I was like, this guy just has no self-awareness about how he's coming across right now.
I actually agree with Thomas Potts on this one, though. The worst
People are an
ones-
asshole, but they don't know they're an asshole.
Yeah,
The worst ones.
but Potts, listen to me. With that statement being said, I'm one of those people because a lot of the time, now not every single time, but a lot of the time when I'm on a panel, because DJ's got one on his panel, not at this moment, but that has come in from time to time, that I just rather not be here with him here because he doesn't know how to shut up. I'm not saying no names, but it just happens. You got people that come on and just keep going, blah, 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 and not a fucking word can say, anybody can say another thing. Not a fucking word. It's hard. So you say about people that take up a spot. Well, there's instances where, that's all we can do because one person out of 6 ain't going to shut their mouth.
Yeah, but there are a couple of people that we know that'll come up and want to be up there. They'll say 2 words,
could you
again,
imagine if
then
StreamYard
sit there for an hour and not do anything for a conversation.
Yeah, but I there's been stretches of time where like I've just sat there because it's like you just don't feel like fighting over like to get a word in, and it's not usually like sometimes it's not even just like one person like Seth was talking about. Sometimes just everybody's talking and you don't want to be that guy because you know how it sounds like when you're out in the audience and people are just talking over each other and it sounds like a hot train wreck, so you're just like, all right, I'll just wait for my opportunity to get
I mean,
there.
like I'm more or less like Star Trek music, blah 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 blah. Doctor Who.
Right. Oh yeah, there's that case. Like if a topic comes up that you don't know about, and you're like, oh shit.
It's like I'll just stay out of this conversation and just listen and kind of learn. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
well, a lot of times I have no choice but to, because it's like, hey, I just came in to pop in to hang out for a minute, say hey to everybody, how's it going, whatever. But I go, what's going on, guys? And then I don't know if I can think about what's going on. But son, and all right, man. I'll just sit here and then eventually I'm like, all right, guys, I got to dip because that's where the comment Potts just made. I'm taking up space. There could be someone else up here that could be proving a point or have more insight on the conversation we're on, and I'll just bow out.
We get a lot of people that just jump in for a second and say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We'll hang out for a minute and then bail, I mean, that's normal on most of these streams.
Yeah, it's just one of them things.
But I think there are others that like to jump up there to make them feel important, and they just don't want to leave, and they just want to sit there.
Shit, I am anything but. I'm just arm candy. I just come to people's shit and say, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Shoot the shit.
Don't lie. You just come to steal all the women.
And just leave. Oh, yeah. I'm just drowning in pussy, Ricky, really.
I've been giving Rosetta a hard time because she likes to talk over people.
And you're doing a wonderful job of it. Thank you.
She's getting mad at me, I think, but it's like,
hey, it's getting the point across. She's she's hopefully going back into her shell.
She got, well, me and her both got into it with the same person. It just so happened on the same video comment section, and the guy, was like talking smack on Twitter or whatever, and like I was like, listen, dude, I was like, if we kind of like came to like a mutual like respect of well, a semi respect, where he was like, "What, do you want to come on the stream and talk about it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll come on and talk about it as long as we keep it civil." So I went in at first I went in by myself, and it was me and like these three guys, and we started off like they were like, he ain't coming in, blah blah blah. Of course, I was like, as soon as I jumped in, they all shut up because they weren't expecting me to actually show up. and I talked to them real polite and real nice and everything, and like they were like, "Oh well, we got to give you credit. You showed up and this, that, and the other thing, and you've been real cordial." And then she popped in, and it was like, yeah, like one of them be talking or I'd be talking, and then like just make a comment, like because of something that they said, and it's like you can't talk over people, even just to make a silly comment, like. And then like, so me, like they didn't know it, like they would stop like halfway through their sentence to like be like, what did you say? You know what I mean? Yeah. I just kept talking over her. Like I would pretend like I didn't even hear her.
And welcome, Captain Trek.
Hey, what's up, Trek?
What's up,
Oh,
Trek?
not much. I wanted to apologize to you, DJ, for just leaving before. I'm sorry, the pain was just getting to me too much.
Oh, I kind of figured that. I heard you had a couple little grunts there. I figured that's where you took off to.
Yeah. I'll have to tell you privately, but there's some stuff going on. So, but I wanted to let you know.
Well, yeah, but before you leave, throw your link out there for your surgery.
Oh, trust me, I will. So how is everyone tonight? Morning, whatever the hell it is right now.
Well, considering I'm as always, I'm just speaking. I just
hanging in there, can't complain.
Yeah.
And I also threw Anthony's link out there again, just in case you might want to sub to him, because I'm telling you, he's got some great content, folks. Got great content, and does great live streams.
Absolutely.
All about me when you see Anthony.
I will ask everyone to please spread the word about DJ. We've got to get Mama Prey on this live stream with him.
Who we getting?
Yeah,
what's going on?
If you know Bird of Prey 5.
Right, yeah, I do.
Every morning, his mother offered, if we get me to 500 before the 4th of July, he will actually come onto my live stream on cam, no avatar. It would be a first. She hasn't even done it for Bird yet.
But she tells
wait a minute. She gonna come on to a live stream?
She's like head of the group. So
you say that she ain't done this for anybody. You're saying
correct.
not even for Bird. Well, Bird gets to see her all the time, so he already benefits from it.
Oh yeah. But I'll be the first live stream she's ever went on without the mask on or anything.
You get to pop Mama Prey's cherry.
Yeah, but we're not going to say it.
Yeah, we're
not going to say it like that.
Other visual thing.
For anybody else, we would say it like that, but this is Mama Prey. So.
Well, come on, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't trying to be rude about it.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
first time.
She is completely like the mother hen of the group, 100%. So I mean, she'll tell us crazy stories about what's going on or things she went through. So, but she's totally awesome. Definitely the morning.
We've all adopted her as our mother.
Pretty much.
I should hang my guitar up before my dog knocks it over. I just noticed him laying like right next to it.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Did he say he's laying right next to it? I thought he was sitting up to me.
No, he's getting the guitar because the dog's laying right next to it.
Oh. Okay, got it. Yeah. Wrong he.
Yeah, wrong he.
I can't wait. I think next month my 12 string will finally be back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it kept getting pushed back because of everything going on. Because it's coming from they're out of stock here in the States, and it's one of the mid-range Deans, so it's made in China. You
Oh,
know?
are they repairing it or replacing it?
Totally replacing. That's why I had to wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I sent it back at like the end of January or beginning of February or something like that, and yeah, and then it was supposed to be April, then it was supposed to be May, and then when I hit him up at the end of May, beginning of June. Yeah, it was like the end of May. He was like, "Yeah, we're looking at July. We should be getting a shipment in July." So
That's
you
cool.
know,
That was a beautiful instrument.
I know. I'm so pissed at my coworker. I just found out he's not coming back to work. I was like kind of happy about it, but then, because, and at the same time, I was kind of pissed because now that I had to wait so long, I wanted to really just tell him off because I know who it was, but I have no proof. You know what I mean? So I'd never made an issue out of it.
Would you take it to work?
We had we used to call it our Christmas party because we used to do it like right after the holidays, right in the beginning of January.
Right.
But like we started, yeah. So that's why I think it was like February when I sent it back because we started pushing it back. It's like I think this year we did it. We did it Super Bowl Sunday. Now that I'm thinking about it, because we closed Super Bowl Sunday night because we don't do a lot of business. So they open for brunch in the morning. We'll do our private party. Like we'll book like baby showers or something for that day. So we do them in the morning or whatever, and then we close the restaurant by 4. And I brought it to the bar that we were at for now we just call it the employee party. I brought it to the bar mainly because like the week before one of my coworkers passed away. She had like some kind of stage 4 cellular cancer or something. And, yeah, she lived like a lot longer than they thought that she would. Like they gave her like 2 months to a year, and she lived like almost 2. Within that time, she got married to the guy she had been with for like 17 years. Like she wouldn't get married. She was like, "Why? Where are we going?" But then I guess when she realized that everything was in her name, she like married him. I guess. I mean, I think part of her did it at sentimental reasons, but at the end of the day, it was mostly so he wouldn't like he'd have the house and all that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean 100%. Yeah, I mean, like, if you are not dying with anything, so you might as well give it fuck all away. And that's what a lot of rich people do. They live rich and they die poor.
Yep. So
everything else, taxes and all the other shit that comes with you giving money to someone else.
Yeah, when they got married, they got she's been there since like day one at the restaurant. Like she was like the mother hen of the restaurant. You know what I mean? Like she was literally there for all 20 years. Since the first week the place was open. So she had the wedding there, and she asked me to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Okay.
What's that guy's name? The big heavyset Hawaiian guy.
I know who you mean.
You know what I'm talking. It's like that. Like he plays it on the ukulele.
Version.
Yeah. I put a capo on the guitar and I did that. She wanted me to play that for when she walked down the aisle. So when she passed, her husband was going to be actually. I got to actually give him a call because my sleeping schedule's been so messed up. I was supposed to call him this week. He sent me like some poems that he wrote, and he asked me to turn them into a song for her.
Wow.
But her husband was going to be there because everybody knew him. Her sister works with me in my department, so she was there, and she never goes to these employee parties. And their other sister was there. It was almost like an employee party, but also like a send off party for Cindy.
Yeah.
So I was going to play the song. I was going to surprise everybody and play the song. So I went out to my car, I grabbed the guitar, I brought it in. It was in a soft case, but I leaned it up against the wall in this part of the place that we were at, like where nobody was. And like the minute I put it there, of course, like a bunch of my coworkers all drunkenly stumbled down these steps and right by where the guitar was. And like I kind of was like, I had walked away at this point, and I looked over my shoulder, and I just see my guitar laying on the ground. And then when I was like, all right, no big deal, pick it up. I didn't check it right away. And then like about 10, 15 minutes later, I was getting ready to, the big boss was going to make his speech. He was going to do a whole thing about Cindy and everything. So I went out real quick to like just tune up real quick, make sure I was in tune. I pulled it out of the case and I went to go tune. And I noticed that my strings were like this far off the neck.
Oh, wow.
And I looked up and the headstock was just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, somebody stepped on it.
Oh,
Yeah, so I put it back in the case and I like went and grabbed my drink and I was like, I couldn't. There was 4 of them, right? But I kind of know. I think I know who it was. I think it was this kid Eric, but and I don't think it was purposely done. But I think, once he obviously must have realized. Like I think one of them knocked it over because he was the last one down the steps. I think one of them knocked it over, and then as he came down these 4 little steps, he was the one that stepped on it. And instead of going, "Oh shit," sorry about that. Like I know there was nothing he could do about it. He couldn't buy a new one because I think I got the last one at the store, and like after I got mine, well, I didn't actually get it. My mother got it for me for Christmas, but you couldn't find them online anymore. I think I got like one of the last ones they had in stock at the time, and so it wasn't like he could pay for a new one and. Fixing a headstock like that, you could do it, but it'll never be the same. And
well, I mean, I don't know. It really depends because I mean, they say that. I mean, there's a lot of people who break their necks and use wood glue, and just make the neck actually stronger. But I had the same thing happen to me. I had an Ibanez, and I was at my grandmother's house time. I must have been like 18, and she nudged past it. My grandma was like 80 at the time, and the guitar fell, and it hit like the cabinet next to it, and the stock went like this. And I was like, fuck, I mean, what can I do? It's my 80-year-old grandmother. You know what I'm saying? She brushed past the guitar. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Well, I mean, so I have my friend. My friend's like, hey, let me take a look at it and fix it because he worked at a guitar shop. And I was like, well, I ain't doing anything with it. Fuck it. But yeah, he 100% fucking glued the motherfucker back together. And it worked for another 15 years. And
yeah, I know you could. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just, I know you could do it. But like a regular 6-string puts like 80 pounds of pressure on the headstock.
This is a 12. It's got more mass,
Right, that too. They're usually a little more solid. Right, on a 12-string, you're looking at 160 pounds of pressure.
Oh yeah.
So I and it was brand new. Like what I mean? It was like.
Oh, that sucks. Brand new.
Oh, brand new. That was.
Yes. So I called up Dean and it was under warranty, so I was like, I'll send it back and I'll get a replacement. And then like as soon as I sent it back, the whole world went to shit. But like I would have just appreciated like an acknowledgement. You know what I mean? Like just like a dude, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But like nothing.
Absolutely.
Like just to walk by and like pretend like it didn't happen. That's what pissed me off. But like so after like 10, 15 minutes, I was drinking the scotch and like I sip on those. You guys see me on stream. I just sip on them. After like 10 or 15 minutes, I just downed it, put it down, and said, I got to get out of here before I lose my shit. And I just left.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, really quickly, I want to say hi to Dave G. We're keeping him company while he's at work.
Hey,
and do we have any Battlestar Galactica fans?
I like the old.
Old or new?
I don't like the old one as much as the new one.
Because
Orange green in it, but
this Saturday,
I never watched none of the new ones.
This Saturday is interviewing Candace McClure.
Yeah, she's the one that committed suicide.
No, she's on
Battlestar.
Well, yeah, on the show, but she's going to be on Simone this week.
Yeah, I'm on Simone's channel. Yeah, she does. She got like a couple of good people so far.
Yeah.
But that would be awesome because, like I said, she was a good character on BSG, and a kind of sad ending, very sad ending. But I mean, I did like her character. She's been in a couple other things that were pretty good too.
I never watched the new ones.
Quite a few shows. Supernatural.
Yeah, I remember she was on Supernatural. Absolutely.
Who'd she play on Supernatural? Bring her up again, please, if you don't mind.
She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's a beautiful lady. She is so gorgeous. Who is she on Supernatural?
That's Simone, isn't it? Or is that who she's?
No, that's
No,
not Simone. That's Candace McClure. Yeah, she played. I forgot what her name was on Battlestar, but she's the one that ended up committing suicide.
She was on Charmed.
Yep.
She's on Charm, Supernatural, Ghost
Stargate too. She's been in Stargate.
Which Charm? Because I watched all of the original Charm. She don't look familiar.
Smallville.
Hell, I actually think she was also on what the hell was that show with Luke Perry?
Now that you went up,
That's
No,
what I think of, like the first.
the post-apocalyptic.
oh wait, she played on Sanctuary.
I know which show you're talking about. That was
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. It was him and the dude from
she's
the
Canadian.
Cosby Show.
She played the Guardian on Charmed. What else?
New or old?
Hemlock Grove. She played in Hemlock Grove.
Probably the newer ones.
The new Charmed, 2020.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch any of those. What's her name? Candace
Battlestar
McClure?
Galactica. Played in the movie.
I want to know
She
what
played
she was.
Harmony in Smallville.
Who?
Harmony. Dawn Styles.
I don't remember that
She
character.
played two people. She was in Andromeda. I remember that episode.
She played in Sanctuary too. I watched that show, but I couldn't tell you who it was.
She was in Dark Angel.
Wow.
Romeo Must Die.
The people that Simone interviews, they ain't big known people, but
No, well, they're great. Yeah,
but
like
they've made their mark.
yeah, they've been in a few things. A lot of them. She interviewed the one dude who always plays like the asshole. I forgot his name. I'd have to look up his name. But he was in Stargate Universe. He was the dude that was like when the Lucian people came over. He was like the head dude of the Lucian people on Stargate. But he plays in a lot.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of the damn name.
But he always plays an asshole. He always plays like that dude. You know, that's his niche. You know, but he's been in a lot of stuff.
He plays a good
He was
douchebag.
in Dark Matter too. He was the one that came and tried to take over the ship.
Damn.
The Raza.
She was even in Reaper for a couple episodes.
All right, I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that one out there in case anybody knew her and liked her and stuff and wanted to go see her. She'd be live this Saturday on Simone's stream.
Well, hell yeah! Obviously, she's got a few people already that are really good. Like not like super known, but good TV actors. You know, ones that've been in multiple things.
She even was in that remake of the TV movie Carrie.
Oh wow!
When I got a closer look at her face, I think I do recognize her from Supernatural, but it was like one of the last episodes I watched before I dipped out
And
of TV.
Future Man is in the chat too now. Yosef.
Awesome.
Future Man. He's here.
And Captain Trek put out, I am working on an idea, a conversation with a new show I'm having. You can email me at captaintrek@mail.com.
Yes.
You can contact me and we can discuss what you'd like to talk about. New little interview show.
Yes.
Captain Trek.
Nice.
And it's going to be very respectful. I'm not going to, it's not going to be one of these. How do I say this nicely?
Drama shows?
Well, you'll get this when I say it. Shut the fuck up. Shows, which I like, or don't get me wrong, but if I ask a question, I want to have the answer, and I want to be respectful about it, and it's going to be, both ways. But number one, it will not be live; it will be recorded. Canuck will be involved. So it'll just be, but And of course, here's the reason I'm asking. I put the information out there because I know some people would rather go in with I'd rather not talk about this. I'd rather not talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay. And that's why I want to be respectful. I don't want to go in, okay, well, no, I really don't want to talk about that. Okay, that's fine. If that happens, that's fine. But I would rather, if you understand what I'm saying, I'd rather know some stuff than not talk about before talking.
Right.
Yeah.
So this way you don't get 15. I'd rather not talk about that, please.
Yeah,
exactly. Right? Exactly. Okay, well, we're going to be editing this video a lot.
No gotcha questions?
Oh, no. No. Okay, I've already decided. Here are the first two questions I'm going to ask. And this is going to be to every guest. Number one, what got you onto YouTube? Number two, what made you decide to begin creating content? Those are going to be the first two questions. I may work on how to ask them better later, but that's the general idea that I'm going to be asking. It is just meant to start a conversation. Whatever we talk about on there, it could be anything. In fact, there's one person that I've talked to that he wants to clear the air on some issues that have been talked about on another channel without necessarily mentioning whose channel. And so I said, that's fine. We can talk about that. So, granted, I've only talked to two people so far. So I'm not going to make it sound like it's been 15 or 20 people. So far, it's been two. But
good night, John.
John snuck out on us and went to bed. Good night, John.
Good
night. Joseph comes.
Good night, John boy.
Joseph is amazing. Good. He makes LDG show enjoyable.
Yeah, still.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it when he's on stream, but then he has to leave. Sometimes for work, sometimes not. And
sometimes he's paying more attention to what he's playing around with than what's going on in the chat.
I mean, quite honestly, I don't want to know what he's playing around with. Yeah.
Wow.
His pixel.
Exactly. Or pickle. But no. That was just my idea. Because I think that let me give you an example. I think that there are people that it's like, okay, I may know It's and Ricky, not everybody does. I talk to Sith Lord, not everybody does. More people know Sith Lord than know me, but I think the more we have conversations with each other, the greater the circle will end up having eventually. The community will grow.
Our circle has been growing pretty steadily. If you think about where we all started, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where how many of us are in a group together now? The only reason I got into YouTube was because of Lord of the Dance Trekker.
Yeah,
that's it. That's because they were making videos, and I was like, "Fuck it." Well, I learned all the shit, and I started doing it. Eventually, this platform came out, and then we all started to group together and start another project. So, it's
absolutely.
We have been growing pretty steadily, and that's just our little nerd area over here on the internet. Call it,
we all, and I agree. We've all started somewhere, and usually it's what I like to call being a chat rat.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I watch YouTube for entertainment, just like anything else. But I started getting hooked on live streams because anybody can watch a video. Oh, okay. All right, but to sit and watch 2, 3, 4 hours of a live stream or whatnot, that to me was better than TV because you got to see and interact with people on a real time
it's like
level.
a video you can debate against.
Right, but real time. This is what's going on now. And the people I was watching was all over the states. So I was like, okay, this is better than TV, and better than today's TV anyway. And then I can't even remember what live stream it was on. But then, I started meeting several people. I met Anthony in a chat. He was going by Midnight Images at the time. And I met Honstar that way. God rest his soul. I met Mox Rocks. I was in one of Mecha Random 42 chats for the longest time. I met a lot of people, and nobody knew who I was. This is long before I was at this point now. Okay? And then sometime last year, it was June last year, May or June last year, when I met Rosetta on one of Mecha Random's channels. It was a channel member thing, and that's when we first physically talked. That's when I first talked to any of them. Rob, Tom, Mecha Random, Rosetta, all of it. It was like a members chat, a members stream, a channel member stream. But then after that, Rosetta decided she was going to start live streaming, and then I remember one night, Anthony shows up. I don't know, and he's like, "I'm here, man, because I wanted to meet Sith." And I was like, "All right, cool. Hey, what's going on?" We finally met face to face, was able to talk to one another. He goes, one of the first things out of this man's mouth, he goes, "I love you, man." I was like, "What?" It kind of floored me because I was like, this man ain't never talked to me. We've chatted and conversed and stuff like that in the chat. But, because of this man right here, things just kind of flowing downhill. Everybody started slowly but surely, just like they're doing right now, taking notes. Hey, we're here, we're out there. We may not be as big as everybody else, but we're here. You can't turn a blind eye to the little people forever. And Anthony, I don't care about his subscribers. This man's got talent. Everybody knows that. He's known everywhere he goes, as far as YouTube goes.
Yep.
And slowly but surely, we're all making our way out there that way. When we go into a chat, people know who we are. And it's growing every day.
There really is. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And I mean, it's this is probably one of the best I've made, but it's only a matter of time. We're all like holograms sitting in the same room.
Oh no, we don't need to see that.
Imagine
Like
turning on
Star
your hologram,
Wars.
like, I gotta go to the bathroom, guys.
It'd be like Star Wars and like the prequels where like the Jedis were all sitting around and like some of them were holograms.
Yeah. We don't know what they were sitting on.
Right. It just looked like they were sitting on the chair that was in the room. For all we know, they were sitting on the toilet.
Peek, you do
Don't
not.
give me any ideas. The toilet stream.
Oh, please don't.
No,
Please
well,
don't.
Ellie already did that with you last week with her first stream. That was the Geologia stream.
The Geologia stream.
Hey, it was nice seeing Ellie tonight with no wig on.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, DJ. Does she know what Geologia means?
Yes, she does.
Okay, she says it like it's a fucking greeting.
Well, that's because she's trying to turn it into a greeting. And hello, Harry.
A greeting?
Yep.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
P, my friends.
She's like, hello, everybody, blah, 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 Geologia this, blah, blah. I'm like, Darling, that's not a greeting. It's like, hi, everybody, piss off, whatever. You know.
Yeah, you gotta come up with your own greeting. Do what they did in the He-Man movie. What was it? Good journey. Good journey.
Good journey. What the fuck? Good journey.
Come Treya.
Yeah, Mac and me.
What? My mind slips. What was Demolition Man?
Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes.
No, I know the movie. I'm just saying, what they say?
The line.
Happy day, good day. What?
Oh, what did they say? I forgot what. I'd have to look. I have to watch the movie again. I totally forgot what they.
They did the dumb shit, you know. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. It's like, yeah. It's like
the non-touch sex, like virtual sex and shit. Like,
yeah. Oh wow. No, don't need that. No.
Completely viral free world and shit. Everybody's in their own bubble.
No, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Taco Bell wins the war, so everybody's going to eat fine dining at Taco Bell.
I remember the seashells.
Oh yeah, I can't forget the seashells.
That was my one disappointment about that movie.
What, the seashells?
They just never explained it. I was really curious.
Do you know? Have you ever figured it out?
No.
Or Googled it?
No.
Okay. All right. Anybody that does not know, I'm gonna let the secret loose. Anybody that does not know the secret of the 3 seashells from Demolition Man. Okay, you take 2 seashells to wedge your butt open. And you take the 3rd seashell and scoop it clean.
No.
Google that shit.
Hands.
Google that shit.
What the fuck? You need help to do that.
Google it.
If you want to keep your hands clean,
right? Be like, well, I just use my 3rd hand.
Well, then how do you get the shells clean? Do they just replace the shells? Like, is it always new shells?
Right. You just put them back up on the toilet. Like,
all right, who didn't replace the seashell?
I mean, the coolest thing I thought in that movie is when the car crashed through and the foam fucking protected him in the car.
It's like a giant cannoli.
Yeah, and then he just opens up and the shit just cracks open. I was like, "Now that is fucking cool. I can see us creating some shit like that." Like,
I can see that saving lives, yes, or it might suffocate somebody.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, how long do you have before they fucking die in the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the enclosure from no air? I mean, it's a cool concept where you just completely get filled. I mean, you'll be safe. But
now,
I mean,
my favorite part of the whole movie was the video call Stallone received.
Oh yeah,
the blonde, you know.
Was Rocky V considered a flop? Really?
Is it? I thought it did well.
I thought it could have been better, but I still enjoyed it.
I liked it. I liked the fact that we got to see him street fight, because I mean that's where he came from. You just never got to see him do it.
At the time, it was considered a flop.
I didn't watch
it. I didn't
watch Creed or Creed 2 or whatever the ones.
Well, it was a major. I say a major plot hole in it because it was supposed to be the continuation of Rocky 4, but then when the movie starts and they're talking, okay, we see in Rocky 4 how young his son is.
Oh, I know that annoyed me too.
When he comes back to the stage after fighting this fight, he's now a freaking teenager. I'm like, how long were they there?
You're right. Yeah. They like aged the kid and like hope that you wouldn't notice. Like he went from being like 9 years old to like 14 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, how long was he over in Russia? What the hell?
You know, you're hitting solid fucking when you're carrying trees through the forest and you're hitting solid tree bark to train. You know, I don't know. You lose time.
Okay. But Rocky 4 was the first Rocky movie I ever saw. I loved it.
I think 2 is the first one I saw.
I loved it. And then when I watched part 5, I thought, okay, it could have been better, but I still liked it.
Did you see Rambo 5?
No, I haven't seen Rambo 4 or 5.
4 was awesome.
I liked 4. I like 4 was 4 is out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, there's cheese, man. I love the cheese. I love the 80s.
Good old fashioned popcorn flick.
5, the most recent one was good. It just, I felt like I was watching a Rocky movie with guns, because the short hair, and he smile, you know, like in any of the other movies, you never see Rocky smile. And I mean Rambo smile, and in this one he has a couple of moments where he's smiling, and it's like, I mean, I get it. I guess his heart was supposed to have been a little softened, you know, by living with those people, but
He's an older man.
yeah, it's just it bothered me. Like I feel like I feel like it was just Rocky with guns. But the fourth one was brutal, like the most brutal one out of all of them.
Dude, I mean,
Remember
like the fucking the bow and arrow, just taking people out, just fucking they're running. He's like headshot, headshot.
Oh, dude, when he gets on the back of that, what was that, like that little mini tank thing, and he's got the 50 caliber, and he's just like blowing people in pieces. Like, I was like, dude, it was so brutal.
I mean, it shows him shoot on top of that thing, aiming in one. Yet there's streams going across mountainside and hills, and people fall, like 50 of these dudes just falling, and he's just aiming in one direction.
Well, then I have a question for all of you guys. What was your favorite Rambo movie?
2.
Out of all of them.
2.
Yeah, 2. I like the original, but 2, like as far as like him like just being like a total one man killing, because he doesn't really kill in the first one. As far as him being like a one-man killing machine, it would 2.
I mean, I'm saying with Die Hard. Die Hard 2 is still my favorite.
Is it really? I like the first one better. I do like the first
Good night,
one
Multi Gunman.
But
Yeah,
2 gets a lot of flack because everybody's like, oh, it's just a rehash of the first one.
They're all rehashes of the first, until they found out they were all rehashes of the first one.
Well, I mean, because, you know, it's Christmas and it's like it's basically like almost the same exact characters in it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, they got him crawling. But, you know, it's funny. I think when they had him crawling through the air duct in the airport, like, I think that was supposed to be like a little bit like of a head nod to the first one.
Yeah.
Have a few drinks, yeah. You know, he's crawling through the air ducts.
Yeah, but in the second one, he said, what does he say? He goes in and he's like he says something about like
How could this happen again?
Right, yeah, something like that. Like, yeah, like it was almost like a little like one of the very first like meta head nods like a movie did to it.
I like 1 and 2 of Die Hard, just for the simple fact his wife is hot.
Yeah, they're both great. I mean, like, and when I started getting to like 4, I was like, you know, but
the third one was all right.
Franchises are like that. I mean, like the last Nightmare on Elm Street I liked was 7. After 7, it was just like,
To me, after that, it was like I think the Dream Warriors. I can't remember if that was 3 or 4.
3. Yeah, Dream Warriors 3, and that was the best one. I still love the Dream Warriors. Was still my favorite one.
That was the best one. The second one is garbage, but I mean, I still enjoy it because that's my favorite horror franchise. But
between that and the first 3 Hellraisers, yeah, you know, to me that's classic horror.
Yeah.
Phantasm.
I did like the Hellraiser. It was one of the ones that later came out later. It was like direct to video or whatever, but it was the one where they brought Christy back, but she's only in it for like the very beginning and the very end. And
yeah, it's Hellraiser something is what it's called.
Yeah, like, Bloodline, not Bloodlines.
No, it's not Bloodlines. No, that was the fourth one. I'd have to look it up.
Legacy or something. I forget. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like she's married and like in it, her husband's the dude he was in Oz. I think he's the dude that is like in the he's like the mayhem guy in those insurance commercials.
Okay.
And like in the movie, you know, as you're watching, she dies and he's like going through all this like weird shit, and then at the end you find out like it's actually him that's dead.
Oh yeah.
And it's because she made another deal with him. Because I guess he was like cheating on her or something, or abusive or so. I don't remember exactly what.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in like 5 or 6 years, but yeah.
Yeah, what his crime was. But I was like, that was pretty cool. Like, you know, like because she made the deal in the first one, right?
Was she the original actress?
She's the original one, and she made in the first one. She makes a deal with them to get the uncle back into hell.
Right.
You know, like his life for hers, and in this one it was kind of like a head nod back to that, but she was like real vicious about it. Like I think he just cheated on her and she was like, take him instead of me.
It was something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Chrissy's a little jaded in life. All right, I'm looking this seashell thing up here. Hold on. Which isn't Huxley.
It's like, damn it all, I fumbled around it too long. Let's look it up.
Yeah, so shit, like, sometimes shit like that gnaws at me. You're like, what the fuck was it?
Well, I fell in love with this TV show, NYPD Blue.
Yeah.
And one of the detectives on the show. Okay, and I just recently started watching Jag from the beginning, and I was like, man, this woman showed up on Jag. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I kept going through. I went through this entire episode. This happened earlier this evening.
Okay, it's not to cut you off, but that's what they say. But it's funny because the question that in this article that comes after is the same exact one that I had. It says you used to, and I guess this is from Stallone, and he explained it, not the writer. He said the writer told him you hold two seashells like chopsticks to pull gently and scrape what's left with the third. And then the writer of the article says, it's hard to say if such a technique would actually work in reality, which is to say nothing of how the seashells themselves would get cleaned. That's exactly what I said. So how do you clean the seashells?
Self-cleaning. No, it's funny because
they got water, don't they?
I just delivered to a new hotel that got put up the other day, and they have self-cleaning elevator buttons.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's like Nuotronic is the company, but these buttons supposedly self-clean themselves, and I'm just wondering how.
I want to see this process.
Yeah, the next time I go there, I'm going to take a picture of it. But elevator buttons.
I wish I could show you this picture I just found on Twitter.
Of what?
I can't exactly put it up here because of certain words that are on it, and YouTube wouldn't like it. But some people tackled this Antifa thug. They unmasked him, duct taped him to an electrical box, taped a dildo to his head, and then wrote, "I'm a unicorn" on him.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That is some fucking crazy shit.
It's hilarious.
No, but as I was watching that show this evening, I'm like, "Fuck, is that Katie Sackhoff?" I don't know. I couldn't know. I was like, she had the same presence, had the same kind of tone, kind of like Katie would, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Who is this?" No, she played on NYPD Blue.
I mean, I wanted to like Another Life so much. I wanted to like it, but it is just like the biggest pile of steaming crap I have ever fucking seen. I don't know.
Another world.
Another Life.
Another Life.
Yeah, that was her new show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's her co-star is the dude who played the fucking on Shameless, the fucking Fiona's first boyfriend. The guy that sold cars. He plays like Katie's husband, and they find a new alien. Alien things get sent to Earth, and there's a big story. It's so bad. It's so.
Well, I recently went and looked at Katie's IMDb page, and it confirmed what everybody's been saying. Katie also did a voice for a character named Bo-Katan in Star Wars Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
She's about to become the live action version of herself.
Oh.
In The Mandalorian in season 2, and somewhere in season 2 of The Mandalorian.
So she's actually going to appear in the show.
Yeah, as herself.
Oh, that's
badass. She voiced the character for the entire Clone Wars series.
That's badass, though. I mean, they make transitions like that. I mean, they're already doing so much better with this fucking Mandalorian thing than they fucking ever did with the fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? And more people are on board with this shit than they are the fucking actual movies.
Well, it would have been the right thing to do to also have the woman that voiced Ahsoka Tano play herself, but
they said they were going to do that, though. I heard.
No, it's going to be someone else. Which, well, if they're going to have Katie Sackhoff playing herself, why not? The actress's name is Ashley Eckstein. Why not have her play herself as Ahsoka Tano?
Well, she said she wanted to do it too, right? The actress. Yeah, she said she was up for it.
Yeah, but she was never approached for it. they went completely a different direction with that particular character. But it's only going to be for maybe one episode. But still, why not bring the person that brought the character to life?
I mean, I almost can't wait for fall. I want to see so much shit coming out in fall. Oh my god, the Orville's coming back.
I don't watch too much new TV anymore, but I can't wait for the Mandalorian. That's just the nerd in me. Anything else is like, eh. I've never seen one episode of the Orville, but I keep hearing all this stuff about it. I'm thinking I might just have to just go ahead and just start watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great show. It really is. Because I mean, like I said, you'd be hard pressed to find better '90s Trek now.
But
Yeah,
see, my big problem with it is I'm not a Seth fan.
yeah, I mean, I like Family Guy. I don't like really much anything else.
No, I don't even like Family Guy. I can't stand him. I've seen him. He was in an episode of one of the TV shows I watched. I'm like, really? He's in here? I've never been a big fan of him. But, see, that's just how shows you how much I care about him. I don't even know. Can't remember his name. I keep wanting to say Seth Green.
If you like Star Trek, a lot of the people that work on Star Trek are working on the Orville. So, I mean, that's the only benefit. I mean, the executive producer is Brandon Braga. He did Voyager and TNG. And, I mean, there's a lot of comment on Andre Bormanis was the science consultant. He's working on the Orville. Doug Drexler, who does all the special effects and ship design and stuff that for TNG, DS9, and Voyager. He's working on the Orville. They've got everybody. And they're
well, here's my question about the Orville, because here's something that I believe that Discovery and Picard was missing. Is there some good ship porn in there?
Yeah, absolutely. The Orville actually last season created the biggest sci-fi battle on TV that's ever been, longest and biggest sci-fi battle that's ever been produced for TV. So I mean, they really did cement a lot of shit last season, and it's better than the battle you see on TV now, and it's updated 2020 graphics, fucking thousands of ships going against each other.
Even bigger than the Dominion War of Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, oh, this blows away Sacrifice of Angels. It blows it away. I mean, there's no even, because even when I cut out all the dialogue out of Sacrifice of Angels, like the big scene where everybody's fighting, it's only like 4 minutes long. Like literally 4 minutes long. Now, if you cut out all the dialogue in Identity in that scene, it's like almost fucking 11, 12 minutes of just straight shit porn in combat, dude. It's crazy. And it's ships weaving in and even out in 3, 4, or 5 different factions fighting. And it's pretty wild. They did a really good job with it. And I mean, I was impressed. And like I said, like they have a great team. And all the people that are making Trek now are nowhere near to the caliber of the people making the Orville. So I mean, that's as far as new sci-fi, like Berman type Trek, the Orville's gonna be the best thing there is. I mean, Discovery is even trying to copy them sometimes. And
Pflugerville, what's going on, man?
minus the E, yeah. The Dominion wear away. Yeah, it does. It really does blow the fucking Sacrifice. And there's a lot. I mean, plus it's updated graphics. It's 2020 graphics. So, I mean, it's not like 1990s graphics where they did their best. And most of those ships were models, and filmed the models. And that's how they did it back in the day. But now it's just like you can pop up a fucking Maya or Blender or whatever and fucking just make a ship and, edit it and throw it in fucking Unreal or whatever you want to animate it,
Well, it's on what? What are you guys waiting on to start? Season 4?
Season 3 is the next one in Orville. Season 5 of The Expanse is coming next. That's going to be
No.
But The Expanse is fucking phenomenal. The book series and the show.
It was just one of them ones that just didn't interest me when I saw it. I was like, okay, this is what? Nah.
Well, I mean, I watched the first 2 seasons, and then right before the third season came out, I was just too interested and wanted to know what happened. So I read all the books, and up to that point. So I mean, like now, I mean, the books are fucking phenomenal. I audiobooked the whole thing. I didn't read them. I audioed it all. But the series and the books are not too different, which is cool. But I mean, there's a lot of things they obviously can't do in the book and the show.
Now, is the Expanse?
Yeah, it's just really expensive. But the show looks phenomenal. It does. And the story
Is the Expanse still a sci-fi show?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's still going. It's going to season 5 right now, but which would be book 5. So I mean, they've been the first 3 seasons and books are kind of skewed. They kind of like mixed a bunch of stuff together. So there's a lot of things out of place. There's some things in the show that are not in the book, and there's things that are in the book that are not in the show. But the main story stays the same. So it's like sometimes they take a different path to do something that they needed to do in the main story in the book, but they might have done it a different way in the show because of budgeting and constraints like that. Some characters don't appear in the show because a lot of the books have like these one-off characters where they're only there for the book. You know what I'm saying? And they may be great characters, and some of them are phenomenal characters, but they're only in that book. So I mean, like they'd have to hire an actor just for one season, you know. And so they kind of gave some of those parts to other actors. So sometimes some of the characters in the show will take another, part that what happened in the book's character, and basically they just kind of combine it into one character. It's the characters they do have. Now, season 4, they've introduced even more stuff that's not in the book. So people who've read the books, season 4 is more of a treat for everybody because there's a lot of stuff happening in there that was never in the book. So I mean, right now between both, people are kind of, you have a little different world on each side, but everybody's got a little bonus content, which is cool.
Well, I know I've heard it, and not just from you, Ricky, about The Expanse. I've heard it about such a great show it is, and I know I've mentioned it before. I fell in love with Warehouse 13 and Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones in space. I mean, I guess that's pretty much the best way to put it.
Well, I've never seen Game of Thrones either.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch Game of Thrones either, but that's what people have been comparing it to. And
did anybody watch a show called Defiance?
Yeah, I did watch Defiance, and that was part of a video game.
Yeah, I own the video game. Both versions of it, because it came out on Xbox 360, and then they re-released it on the Xbox One. I don't know if
that was off of Eve, right?
Do what?
Wasn't that spawned from Eve? Which game did that come from? I forgot what game it came from. I think Eve was because it might have been from Eve.
I don't remember. I really don't remember. But yeah, I love Defiance. It was a shame that it got canceled.
I thought it was a good show. Another one I loved was Sleepy Hollow. I loved Sleepy Hollow. I thought it was a great show, and that got
I only had one problem with Defiance.
Okay.
I wish they would have showed the initial happening.
Right?
What brought on Defiance? How it became what it was?
Yep.
Yeah. Like you heard the Pale Wars and stuff like that. Yeah, I want to see some of that.
Well, I wanted to see like the initial when everything showed up and started hitting the earth and everything else and caused all the destruction. I wanted to see that part of it.
Yeah. It would have been great. Well, so to speak, but we'll never find out, will we?
And yes, Harry, thank you for helping get some subs for people tonight.
Yeah, he keeps calling me youngster. I'm like, oh, he's not only did he sub to me and throw me a like, he's calling me young. He's my new best friend.
Well, he may be younger than you. You don't know this, man.
That's what
I mean. You may be younger than him. I said that backwards.
That's true. That's true.
I think most of us in here right now are younger than Harry.
Probably.
Oh, really?
He's 74.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, he's up.
Wow. All right, so yeah.
All right, Harry, you are officially the oldest YouTuber I've met.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'm 44, so yeah, I guess
salute
I would be
to you.
I would be a youngster.
So, I mean,
I have to talk to you. Sorry.
Well, you're still my new best friend, Harry. I appreciate it.
It's just impressive that Harry comes into a stream like this to get entertained by youngsters like us.
That is pretty cool. You gotta
Well,
say.
probably he's thinking to himself, listen to these young people talk, man. I remember back when such and so, we didn't have all this, you know, I can hear the Bill Cosby coming out of me right now. Yeah. Yeah,
I can't get over the fucking. The Family Guy did the best Bill Cosby sketch ever, dude. I mean,
well,
yeah.
just that. That's exactly right. Yep. We're entertaining because we're young.
Hey.
I'm flat out.
Hey. I'm fat over.
All right. Hey, you guys.
I remember watching that when I was a kid. He's probably saying, I remember watching that when I was a young man.
I just remember that watching that shit like fucking the old Spider-Man's fucking cartoons and electric companies. Oh my god, they were so bad.
Oh yeah,
fucking bad. Oh, it was so great though. When I was little, I was just like, "Oh, this is so amazing." There.
What?
BCS album, 3 albums.
Okay. BCS. What is BCS?
Right, I'm trying to think about it too. BCS 3.
Uh-oh, he stumped us.
I mean, that's probably old.
BCS. And Pfluger's got these tiny little hairs growing out of his face.
Thank you for sharing. Bill Cosby.
Oh, Bill Cosby.
That's so weird.
3 albums. Bill Cosby's 3 albums.
My last 3 open mic nights, I didn't get one copyright claim.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. But I did get one for an after karaoke show where we played. Well, that's probably because Tom was singing to karaoke tracks.
Yeah, sometimes if there's words on it, or they're even hinted and slightly in the background.
Tom's been trying this late at night, like, you know, Midnight Sage After Dark radio.
Yeah, he's doing like a serious like XM like commercial free radio.
I was like, what the hell is he doing at like 4 a.m? I'm like, oh, it's
a few nights ago he was trying it, and it's like they kept knocking the stream down.
Oh yeah,
over and over again. He ended up having to play his own music, you know, stuff he's done.
Wow.
Yeah, because every time he'd start a stream back up, a song and a half in, boom, knock it out. It was like they were on his ass. Bad. I was like, man, he was playing some good shit too.
Yeah, there's people in there chatting and shit. So
yeah, he was playing some really good stuff. You know, 80s, 90s, musical score. I mean, movie scores and stuff like that. He was playing some really good stuff.
Big Trouble in China.
Yeah, when I came in there, he was playing this one piece. I could have swore it was from E.T., but he said it was from Star Trek Beyond.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, really? I didn't even pay attention to the music, much less the movie. So I couldn't tell, but it was a really nice piece of music. Oh, man.
Yes, Harry.
You're doing good, Anthony. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're doing good. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're still with us. You're doing real good.
See, isn't it fucked up that I'm in Florida and he's in Florida and it's 2 o'clock here and it's 3 o'clock there?
Well, yeah, well, because you guys are on the Panhandle, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Panhandle. So
No. I'm
full central.
I'm northeast coast. I'm eastern. I'm like 15 to 20 minutes from the Georgia border. I'm also about 10 to 15 minutes from the ocean.
Yeah,
So I'm East Coast.
I'm like 30 seconds from the ocean, but I'm.
But he's in the Gulf.
Alabama.
Yeah, he's in the Gulf.
I do love the Gulf. I do love the Gulf side of Florida.
Yeah, it's gorgeous down here, especially for
I've
music.
only been a couple of times.
I've only been down that way like once, like to actually like spend some time down there. And I hit up Tampa, Ocala, North Fort Myers, and Fort Myers. And then I shot across to Orlando. Then I shot across to Daytona, and then headed back up the coast, back to Jersey.
Well, if you came back up the coast, you went right through Jacksonville because
Pretty much.
yeah,
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, because Panama City used to be the spot, right? And that's where everybody would go for spring break. But now it's Destin, where I'm working, which is 30 miles down the road. And we're like the spring break resort now. So, but it's kind of weird how it changed because, I mean, MTV for years and years and years, the first place they would go is Panama City. And
Right.
that was the spot. And then Panama City passed a law and kind of fucked them really bad where you couldn't drink on the beach, like cannot have any alcohol on the beach whatsoever. So they had SWAT teams out there like enforcing this rule. So that forced even more people to come to Destin. So now we have every year just we're the spring break mecca per se. So
oh yeah, my first marriage. This is back in the early '90s. Excuse me, late '90s, '96 to 2000. We'd go down. My ex in-laws were bikers, so we went to Biketoberfest, Bike Week, down in Daytona every year. And at that time, I don't know if it's still that way now, but at that time, Bike Week, which is late February, early March, sometimes, and it's like that week was Bike Week. The next week was spring break. So the last 2 or 3 days of Bike Week, the spring breakers were filtering in amongst the bikers. And you get to see all kinds of women hanging out drinking from the
absolutely
balconies, the bikers, the spring breakers.
fucking half topless women hanging off the balcony and shit.
Yeah, titties and alcohol.
Seriously, they have no fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
titties
well,
and alcohol.
The year that I went, Bike Week was like the last week, or second to last week of March. And then spring break was the first week of August. And of course, the week that we hit Daytona was the week in between. April, excuse me. I don't know why I said August. And it happened to be a week in between, and that was the week I went. So like that, we didn't get it, and this was like late '90s. It's funny that you say that because it was right around like '97, I want to say.
Okay.
And,
I mean, our spring break period lasts 5 weeks, and that's every school coming down to where we're at. And the first week is like 30 schools. The second week is like 110 schools. Third week's like 150 schools. Then it goes back down to 110. Then it goes back down to 90-ish. And that's how it spans out. But it's usually second week of March to almost the second week of April.
Yeah, and Daytona, depending on how fast you drive, Daytona is about an hour to an hour and a half south of me.
All right. Yeah. We happened to be in Daytona the week in between. Like, so there was like still a couple of like bikers hanging out. So that was cool. And
see, Anthony, we may have rubbed elbows and not even known it.
Probably, bro. I was there. You know what it was? It was like I was with my girlfriend at the time. I had just gotten fired. We were both working at I was telling you the story about working the late night shift at Denny's, right?
Right.
And I just gotten fired for being late, for like the 100th time in a row. And really, the manager, that one manager, just didn't like me. And I think she had a crush on my girlfriend, and I'm not even joking around. Like seriously, like she was she was gay, and like she definitely had a crush on my girlfriend, and she actually had a crush on my girlfriend and the one cook's girlfriend, and of course the two people that she fired that week were me and the one cook. Right? So I mean, but I would still go there, because like I was telling Sith that at one point all the managers left, so there was no managers there. So I had my girlfriend's car. I went over, and it was like maybe like the third day after I got fired, and she worked like three nights in a row, and I'm hanging out, and she was working the short shift, which means she got out at like like 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, rather than like 6. And I'm sitting at the counter. She comes over to me. She's like, "You want to go to Florida?" And I was like, "Well, I just got fired." I was like, "I don't have that much cash." She's like, "Listen, I just made like $1,000 this weekend. Working your shifts that would have been yours and my shifts." She's like, and she's like, and I just paid my credit card off last month, so I got a full credit card and $1,000 cash. I was like, "All right, when do you want to go?" She's like, "Tonight." I'm like, "Tonight?"
Damn.
She's like, "Yeah, let's go tonight. We'll just leave right after I get out of here." I was like, "All right." And she still had like an hour or two left in her shift, so I was like, "I'll go home and pack." Then she was like, "Well, maybe we'll just go to like Virginia Beach or something." And I was like, "All right, whatever you want to do. We'll go wherever you want to go." And so I shoot home. And I was still living at home with my mother at the time. And I'm packing my bags. And my mom must have heard me. And she comes in. She goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Packing." She's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I don't know. Virginia Beach, Florida, wherever the fuck Teresa wants to go." And she's like, "All right, I'm going back to bed." She goes back to bed. And I go back, pick her up. We shoot to her house. She packs a quick bag and jump in her car and drive straight down, man, straight through. We went all the way to Florida. And that's when I was like, you know what? My grandparents were living down in North Fort Myers at the time. So I was like, let's surprise my grandparents. And this is pre-GPS, so we had to like figure out how to get there without calling them up for directions and stuff. And while we were heading down, we stopped in Tampa for one night. We stopped in Ocala for an afternoon and hit up my grandparents. Then we went down to Fort Myers for a couple. We stayed with them for like 2 nights. Then we went down from North Fort Myers to Fort Myers. Stayed there for like 2 nights. And while we were with my grandparents, my grandmother was like talking about like, "Oh, do you remember when we went to Disneyland when you were a kid and blah blah blah?" And my girlfriend's like, "I've never been." And like, I don't know, we were like 21. She was 2 years older than me, so I was 21, so she was 23. My grandmother was like, "You've never been to like dead?" Like she went from like being all like smiley grandma to like dead stone face. Was like, "You never been to Disneyland?" My grandmother hands me $500 and goes, "Take this girl to Disneyland." Wow. So we shoot across. That's why we went over to, that's why we shot across over to Orlando. So we went to Disneyland and the Hard Rock and Universal. I think we went to while we were down there, and we just spent like, we spent.
It
a
always
few nights.
changes every time I'm down there. I haven't been down there in a while. Every time I go, it always changes up.
Yeah, and then since we were there, we were like, we're gonna just shoot home from there. And I was like, "I've never been to Daytona Beach, so let's go to Daytona Beach." So we shot across, went over to Daytona Beach, and of course, it was like the dead week in between. But it was kind of cool because, like Sith said, like we had some like bikers that were like still like lagging behind and hanging out, having a good time, and then some of the spring breakers were like starting to filter in, and so it was like we partied a little bit without having like the whole place just crowded and being like a shit show,
That's the best way to enjoy it, because you go down for any event week, whether it's race week or speed week, bike week, Biketoberfest, the weekend after Thanksgiving, they have something called the Turkey Rod Run, which is like a car show / swap meet. It's very, very crowded. The best time to go is in the off season. That way you can enjoy what the city has to offer.
Right.
But at the same
that's
time,
awesome spontaneous vacation, though. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
the excitement of the event.
Yeah, just go. Well, that was like the only trip that I've ever taken that was planned was like 4 years ago. I went to Colorado to go visit my buddy who moved out there. And it was like the first time I'd flown since I was like 4 years old, and I don't even remember that. So technically, for me, it was the first time that I've flown. Like
yeah. I mean, the only time I've ever done anything like this was following bands like Fish or whatever, Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
But there's times I've jumped from city to city and hung out in the city for a couple days and maybe went on a couple shows and hung out in different cities. And that was always cool because I was always with friends and a bunch of hippies. So, I mean, we had fun. But
most of my trips were always spur of the moment road trips.
Like, I guess it was kind of planned because I knew the concert was coming.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
But for the most part, I mean, that's the random journeys The only real random journeys I used to take. Well, are you going to be at fucking Utah tomorrow? Yeah, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fuck it. Let's go to Utah. And but it was fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun. And
when we went to New Orleans, me and my buddy John, the one who now lives out in Colorado, we were working at a TGI Fridays together, and I remember the Fridays on Royale Street in New Orleans sent like out a mass fax to all the Fridays around the country saying like, if anyone's going to be in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, look us up and you can pick up shifts. And like when nobody thought anything about it, right? And I always wanted to go. For some reason, I had like weird attraction to Louisiana, even though to New Orleans, even though I never been there. And I was like, I really wanted to always go to Mardi Gras and Jazz Fest, which I've yet to do. I think I'm gonna do that like next year or the year after. Go down to Jazz Fest. So I just remember my buddy at the time, he was dating this girl. He went to Vegas with his girlfriend, her brother, and his, I don't know if girlfriend or wife or whatever, but his significant other. And they're straight edge, right? Me and my buddy, we're drinkers, we're smokers, so like he had like the shittiest time in Vegas. And I guess the last night he was like, fuck it. He went down to the casinos. He was out all night partying. He was, you know what I mean? And I guess she got mad at him for like being like all wasted. And they fought the whole plane ride home that she broke up with him on the plane. And I mean, we're all still friends to this day, but it was the funniest thing because it was like 2 a.m. They landed in LaGuardia, not even Newark. They landed in LaGuardia, and she leaves him because they broke up on the plane. She leaves him at LaGuardia. Wow. So and like this is pre-cell phones, right? So he pages me. I have my beeper goes off, and I call back this random number. But remember pagers? You could put like a code. I mean, am I showing my age here? You could put a code in.
Absolutely.
Like if it was a booty call, you put 69, or if it was like an emergency, you'd hit 911. Well, he put 911, and then we each had a code for each, like two. So I get a weird number with 911-22, and I'm like, shit, it's John. And I knew he was coming in that night. I'm like, what are they stuck on like the Parkway or the Turnpike or something? I call him back. He's like, dude, bitch left me in LaGuardia. You got to come get me. Like, all right, so I drive all the way out to LaGuardia. We get back to his house. The sun's coming up. Like, and the whole way home, like, we're just smoking a blunt. And, like, he's complaining about the whole thing. And we're sitting out front of his house. And, like, the sun's coming. It's like 6 in the morning now. The sun's coming up. And I'm like, well, Mardi Gras starts in 2 days. He's like, yeah, but we got to work. I was like, let me talk to Tony. That was our boss. He was my boss at another Fridays. And when he hired me at this one, I was playing in bands. And I actually stopped in there for lunch. He's like, what are you doing now? I'm like, I'm just playing in bands. I'm kind of looking for a 9 to 5 or during the week, to keep be able to like still play out at night and the weekends. He's like, oh, so you're just looking for Monday to Friday lunch shifts. He's like, why don't you just come in Monday and just work lunch shifts for me? This way I can move some people around the schedule. And then when I got my buddy hired, he didn't have a car. I was like, I got a guy that could work, but he could only work my shifts. He goes, no, that's great. I could free up more people to work other shifts. So me and him people like hated us just for that because like we were like Tony, like he took us to hockey games. He loved me. Like me and Tony got the whitest black man you ever met, 6'4", until he got drunk. Then like the blackness came out. I remember the hockey game. I'm digressing a little, but I remember the hockey game. We're sitting there, we're wasted, and he wanted hot dogs. So he stands up, he's yelling across the stadium, and he's going the arena. And he's going, hey, dog man, hey, dog man. And he gets the hot dog guy to come from all the way across the arena, right? And one of the ushers comes over and says, can I see you guys' tickets? And it turns out we're in the wrong section. Right rows and right seats, just one section over because we were wasted. So they go, you're going to have to move over to your set, your section over there. So we're getting ready to move, and the guy sitting next to us goes, no, you can't move him yet. We need him to get the beer guy next. But like, so really, really cool guy. So it's like, let me handle Tony. So we go into work the next day. I'm like, Tony, can we go to Mardi Gras? And he's like, no, man, you guys gotta work the next 2 days. It was Thursday and Friday. And he's like, because this was a Wednesday. He's like, you gotta work the next 2 days. I'm like, Tone, listen, if you gotta let us go. I've always wanted to go, and the day we get back is 2 days before my birthday. It'd be the greatest birthday present ever. And like 4 other people wanted me to talk him into letting all of the 6 of us go, right? And he's like, and it was just me and John in the office, and he's like, all right, fine. He's like, but just you two. So we're like, all right, right. So we walk out the office. It's like everybody said, "What do you say? What do you say?" I'm like, he's like, oh, "You guys can't go." And then they're all like, "Oh, it sucks." And then one guy goes, "Wait a minute, what do you mean you guys can't go?" Like, but we're going. So we pack our shit. We pack our shit. He let us leave our shift that day. Run home. We pack some shit in our duffel bag that we brought to work, and go rent a car because my car wasn't making it down to fucking New Orleans. And so we go rent a car and just take off that day. Just boom, take off to New Orleans. 26 hours straight. We stopped for a beer in West Virginia and hustled a couple of guys out of $250 playing pool. And they chased us to the interstate with their freaking gun rack on the top of their pickup truck.
Oh, wow.
And like we get back on the freeway, we take off. We get down there 26 hours. We roll in. No hotel room. We just parked like literally right at the end of Rue de, however they say it in New Orleans, like Rue de it was like Charles Street, right?
Yeah.
Right where they had like the police horse, like the wooden horses, the blockades, just parked right there. Went out, got wasted, went back, slept in the car for 2 nights, ran out of money within 2 nights. Like I went down with 1,000, he had 600. We made that 250, and so I'm like, remember that fax? He was like, what fax? I'm like, the one from the Fridays here. They were saying if we were in the area. I was like, we have our uniforms because we used our work bags. He's like, all right, let's. What does it got to lose? We got like $100 left between us to get home. If otherwise, I mean, how else are we getting fucking home, right? So we pick up 2 shifts at the Fridays, a dinner shift and a lunch shift. Made $1,000 each in the 2 days, and it was perfect. We didn't have to do any side work. All we had to do was take orders. We didn't even go in the kitchen. Some chick puked in my station. They closed my station down. Had us take care of like a 12 top of these dudes from Staten Island and Brooklyn. I'm originally from Brooklyn. He's originally from Queens. And they loved us. They were ordering shots. We were like doing shots with them while we were working. They alone left us like $200 each, and like wrapped up in it was like an 8-ball each. And
damn it, man.
And we met these 2 chicks from Georgia, from Atlanta, and they were specifically there to work. They were working the whole week, and we wound up hooking up with them, meeting them, hung out with them the whole night. And then they invited us to go crash with where they were staying over in Baton Rouge, which should have been like a half-hour drive, but we made it in like 15 minutes because we were doing like 90. And of course we hook up. The next morning we wake up, pack all our shit, put it in the car. They came out of the bathroom. They were like, "Where's all your stuff?" We're like, "We put it in the car." They're like, "You're just gonna have to take it back out tonight." And we were like, "All right, I guess this is where we're crashing the rest of the week." And it was like the best vacation ever. And we hung out, and then like after Mardi Gras, after Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras ended, we actually hung out for like an extra 3 days, just to see what the city was like. Because this was in 2000. This was the Millennium Mardi. There was 250,000 people shoved in 8 square blocks. You know what I mean? So we wanted to see what it was like without this huge crowd. I mean, I could get into stories of what happened I got lost. I got separated for like 8 hours one day. Met this chick. She was being followed by some dude, so she came running up to me. We were like in the Garden District. No one else was around, and she comes. I hear this chick running up behind me, going, "Mike, hey Mike." I turn around. I see some dude like following her. And she comes running up to me. She's like, "Please, please, please, please." And I was like, "Hey, Sarah, what's going on? There you are. Let's go find the gang." And like we acted like we knew each other, and the whole time we're talking, we finally find her friends, and I go to say goodbye. We kiss underneath like one of those gaslight street lights. To this day, I still don't know her real name. To this day, she's Sarah, and I'm Mike, and And then I wound up finding my friends later, and it was like the most hilarious night. We had such a good time. Such a
You know
good
what?
time.
The more I hear from you guys, the more I realize I've lived under a rock my entire life.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never experienced anything like that.
we went when I went on tour one time in Southern Illinois, like fucking like 5 hours out of Chicago. Very tip. They had Fish had played Redbird Arena, and I was down there with a group of kids, and Fish has got 100,000 people that follow them everywhere.
Yeah.
So we the night before we seen the show, and people were like, "You gonna be in Redbird tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." So we drove down to Redbird, and as soon as we got out of the fucking thing, first gas station we went to, full of fucking kids. I mean, hundreds of fucking kids, all tour kids, scrapping shit. Well, they were so overswarmed that kids just got bored of waiting in line and they started stealing shit. So people were just fucking. I mean, we sat there for a good 2 hours, dude, and ripped this place off. And the cops, since it's out in the middle of nowhere, it took the cops like an hour and a half to get there. So by that time, this fucking place was fucking clean, dude. And I mean, there's a dude. I mean, it was crazy. It was just chaos. It was like one kid just started, snagging, then another kid just started snagging, and then all of a sudden, all of that started snagging. And then they had a liquor section. It was like fifths and up, and these kids had rented a U-Haul to go take on tour, and fucking they had a line out the liquor door straight to the U-Haul, and they took all the fucking liquor and the fucking liquor thing, and fucking they were dropping bottles. I mean, huge ass bottles on the floor. This kid was walking around with his coffee. He was just like, "See this coffee?" He's like, "Yeah, I made it." He's like, "Am I paying for it?" It's like, just walking around. It was like just chaos. And so fucking this group of black kids just pulls up, and they just got off their shift at McDonald's. And they're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" So I'm like,
these crazy white boys going.
Yeah. I'm like, "This place is getting robbed." He's like, "Who's getting robbed?" And he's like, "Oh shit!" So they all start running in there and start grabbing shit too. And like a couple minutes later, I look over. The dude's at the blunt rack. He's like grabbing the blunts. He looks back over at me. He's just like, it was fucking awesome. And the only reason you had to sit in line was to pay for gas. And the clerks actually just started throwing us cigarettes. I got a couple cartons of cigarettes. They just were overwhelmed that you just started fucking throwing. And the only reason you needed to sit in line was gas. So one of my friends sat in the line for gas, and we just fucking grabbed everything we wanted, and fucking we were out. And
that's funny.
As we're driving back up north on the highway, we seen like cop car after cop was like one after another. But my friend had a town and country, so we looked like fucking like complete soccer mom, man. So they didn't even bother us at all. They just like let us go, fucking just ducked our heads. We had like all this fucking free shit in the car, but it was crazy, man. I mean, completely robbed a gas station with like 100 kids.
The worst part about the road trip to and from New Orleans was driving through Alabama. That was the most boring shit. Like
Alabama
it's just like
the worst state to drive through. Period.
It's like one long road, like you get like road hypnotized. And I mean, we were taking like little 4-hour shifts between the two of us, and we're driving. And I remember we had just switched, and like the first hour when we switch, you want to you
Good
stay
night,
awake.
Thomas.
Have a good night, Tom.
Good night, Tom. You stay awake. You stay awake a little bit, this way you don't go to sleep right away while the guy takes over driving. And then like I kick back. It was like I don't know, like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night at this point. We're driving through Alabama. We're heading home. We're like bummed out that the trip's over. And like I kick this seat back, and I just closed my eyes. We're like 15 minutes in, I got my eyes closed, and I'm just dozing off, right? And the radio's on. And all of a sudden you hear this chick come over the radio, like a commercial. It's like an advertisement. And it's like, "Hey, boys, you want to play? Come to the Play Late Club, the nation's biggest go-go bar and gentlemen's club. Exit 5A off of 485. Now, we're on 485. I think it was 480. I forget the name of the high. I think it was 485, 4 something. It was like 400.
65 is the one that runs directly up. And,
what is it?
Yeah, 65. That's the one that runs directly straight through the middle of Alabama.
Right, and then it branches. Yeah, then it branches off, and it was like 485 or 415 or something like that. It was like a 400 highway. I don't remember what it was, but that's the highway we were on, right? and they like 5A off of 4 whatever, and my buddy goes to wake me up because our thing back then, when we were in our 20s, we were like go-go bar fiends, you know what I mean? So he goes to wake me up. Before he could even touch me, I didn't even open my eyes. I'm like laying there with my head cocked like this, and I was like, where is it? You know? And he goes, dude, we're at 4A. 5A is the next exit. I'm like, let's go. I didn't even open my eyes. I just go, let's go. So we veer off. It was in the middle of Birmingham, Alabama. We veer off. We get into Birmingham. We don't know where the hell we're going. We're just looking for Play Late Club, right? We're just looking for any sign in Birmingham. We don't know how big Birmingham is. We don't know nothing, right? We're just driving around Birmingham, Alabama, and we finally see it. It's like this big warehouse with this big sign, Play Late Club, right? So we pull in. And we go in, and you walk in the front door, and to the right, there's like a little pool hall. So first we go over there, we shoot a game of pool, and then we go into the go-go bar area. It's this huge open space with a bar like right in the middle as soon as you walk in, like a wraparound bar. And then there's booths going down the sides, and then there's like a stage in the middle, and then the stage branches off and then comes down the side walls. So there's girls all over the place. They're walking around, they're dancing on the stage. So this woman, and like she had to be in her 50s or 60s or whatever. She comes walking over and she's like, how you fellas doing? And we're like, we're doing good. So like, would you like to talk to this young lady here? And we're like, sure, right? And she's got one of the dancers with her. She's like, here, come have a seat in the booth. And she's like, here, do you want to buy her some champagne? She'll talk to you for some champagne. And she hands me a menu. Now this is before any of us knows like anything about the champagne room, right? It wasn't until like later on we figured out what the hell was going on. But like, so I'm sitting there, and this girl doesn't even like. She's like sitting there, like doesn't look like she wants to be there at all, right? So, and I'm looking. It's like $30 for like one of the little split bottles of champagne. It's like $100 for like a regular one, and it's like $250 for like the Magnum or whatever. And like, I think if you buy the $250, you get to go in the champagne room. But we didn't figure that out, so I just bought the little split. I was like, yeah, we're buying a couple of drinks. She could have a glass of champagne. I don't care, whatever. So we're sitting there, we're talking with her, and then like when she was done, she left. I'm like, that was like the weirdest shit ever. And then, but we had a good time. Then we decided we were going to try to get a pack of cigarettes and some gas. No gas stations were open. No convenience stores were open. The only thing that was open in this fucking area was the fucking Play Late Club and the Waffle House. That was it. You can get tits and you can get waffles. That was it. Like, that was all you could get at like 1 o'clock in the morning in Birmingham, Alabama. And so then we head home. And like when we finally got home, we were talking with one of our buddies who were like, about 10 years older than us, in his 30s or whatever at the time. And we're like, yeah, man, it was the weirdest thing. They gave us a champagne menu, and he was like, was one of them like $250 or more? We're like, yeah, there was like the big Magnum was $250. He was like, you should have got that one. I'm like, why? He's like, the champagne room, man, the champagne room. It's like, it's like I didn't have $250 anyway, but I spent most of my money. Oh man, it was too funny. We had a good time. That was such a great trip. I don't know if I could ever do Mardi Gras again, though. Not in my 40s.
Right? I mean, it's a whole different experience, 20 years later. I mean,
I'll definitely go do jazz. I feel like Jazz Fest is like the Mardi Gras for like older people.
I mean, the two big ones that I like are Chicago Blues Fest and New Orleans Jazz Fest. Both those are phenomenal.
Yeah, I should make it out. I should go to. I've never been to Chicago. I should probably do Blues Fest for my first.
Well, the best thing in Chicago is probably right before the 4th of July, Taste of Chicago, because Taste of Chicago happens a week before the 4th, and it ends on the fireworks. So when the fireworks go off, that's when the taste ends. But all the restaurants in Chicago get together in like 1 2 mile square area, and they put up stands, and you get to eat from everybody in Chicago, and it's awesome. It's literally fucking phenomenal. One of the best places you can get food ever.
Sounds like something I'd love to do.
Yeah, they have pizza, wings, ribs, everything you want. Polish, everything is there. And when our old mayor took over, before the new mayor, who was just a fucking complete idiot, 1 year for the Taste of Chicago, he was just like, well, I don't want Chicago to be known as like the fat city and blah. So he tried to make like an all vegan, healthy Taste of Chicago, and lost like $35 million in the process doing it, because a lot of restaurants that normally would come and people would come but completely bombed it, dude. And then the next year went back to normal.
Right, yeah, of course it did.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
After 35 million.
yeah,
I would probably do that, but I think I would do the Blues Fest first.
yeah. I mean, they're both really good.
You know, just because I love the
a lot of
blues.
music that plays in the so I mean, they do get big bands. So I mean, that's the only good reason. It's just because you will see like headlining bands play the Taste of Chicago, whoever they can get at the time. But yeah, Blues Fest is more of all blues musicians, a lot of local blues acts. You get all the great food as well as great music.
Yeah, no, I would definitely do the tape, but like I think just there's a huge bug flying around my house right now.
Yeah, but it's also like 2 million people in one place. So I mean, like it's very. I mean, sometimes it is elbow room. I mean, you'll be walking through, and it's just like you literally have to hold on to the person you're with, so you lose them pretty much.
Yeah, when we were in Mardi Gras, I mean, like I said, it was like literally like at any given. I mean, I'm sure there was more people there, but like at any given time, it had to be no less than 250,000.
Yeah, no,
people.
Mardi Gras is about as big. It's
Yeah.
about the same. Yeah, I mean, it gets up there in the millions.
And it was so tight, like walking down like just like even Royale Street or Bourbon Street, like I literally said it was an ocean of people because like you'd start off on one sidewalk and you'd go and you had to walk single file. So it was like me, the two chicks, then my buddy John, and then they had their friend that was with them. This guy, I felt so bad for Scott. He was like this young gay kid, and he got them their room because his uncle worked for I forget what hotel it was. And it was just one big California king size bed that him and these two chicks were sharing. And then me and my buddy John show up, and then we had to call up the front desk. I had to bring a cot up for the kid. And then like this is back before like there was free Wi-Fi, and like there was like one little computer down in the lobby for for the guests to use. And like sometimes he'd have to go down there and he'd spend the whole night on the computer downstairs. But yeah, and that kid. So it was like the five of us in single file line, and we'd be walking down the one sidewalk, and you get like a block down, and by the time you got a block away, you were across the street on the other sidewalk because you were just going with the flow of people. You know what I mean? Like you were just literally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's like you literally have to hold on to people you're with. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to like a piece of clothing, or like just hold them. Otherwise, you will get separated sometimes. Like
that's how I got separated. Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're done. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to find a person in the sea of people. Unless you're very tall. It's very
and the thing was, we were going to a bar. We were going to a bar, and like in New Orleans, all the bars have those like round arched French doorways. Like you could like they're all open. Yeah. So we go to this bar, and like I go inside, and I turn around, and they're not behind me. So I went in figuring they went in one of the other like they went in that archway. I'll go in this one. So I go in, I don't see them, and the bar is just packed. I mean, there's a band playing, like the whole, and I'm looking around. I step back outside. I don't see, like just gone. And like so now I'm like, I first I panic. I'm like, oh shit, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm lost in Mardi Gras. I'm lost in the middle of Mardi Gras in New Orleans. What the hell am I gonna do? I start walking around, like finally, like it dawns, so I light up a joint. I'm walking around smoking a joint, and I got a drink in my hand, and I finally go, wait a minute, it's 2 a.m, and I'm by myself, lost in the middle of Mardi Gras, in the middle of New Orleans. This is gonna be fucking awesome. like I don't have to worry about other people going, no, I don't want to do that. Let's go here. You know what I mean? I just went wherever I wanted, and that's how I wound up like just wandering into the Garden District, and then but next thing you know, I'm like literally by myself on a dark street in the middle of the Garden District. Like it's deafening quiet, and I'm just looking at all the houses and how beautiful, it's beautiful neighborhood. And like I said, that's when I ran into that girl, and some like homeless looking dude was coming up behind her, and I guess she chose between the.
Killed.
Right? What happened?
I said, get your ass killed.
Well, we learned right away, like, don't cross 10th Street. Once you crossed over 10th Street, you were in the area you didn't want to be in. We learned that, like,
want to get a big hello into Christy. She's in the chat now. Hello, Christy.
Yeah, she's one of our new subscribers.
Yep.
Nice.
And I threw her link out just in case anybody wanted it.
Yeah, I when she subscribed, I went back and subscribed to her as well.
Same here. Just did.
But yeah, like I said, like she probably just chose between the lesser of two evils. She was probably like this creepy 40-year-old homeless looking dude following me, or some young 24 year, yeah, some young 24-year-old drunk white dude like who like looking all. I was kind of looking preppy at the time. I had just cut my hair. But
I
yeah.
can imagine you in many different ways, Anthony. Preppy is not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really preppy, I guess, but like so I had I had long hair for 18 years, but technically it was only 14 years because there was 4 years in the middle where I cut my hair and then grew it back, and that happened to be in that time frame, you know.
I've always
So.
had long hair. You
Yeah,
know,
I had long hair for 12 years. I was past my knees at one point, but then I did that fucking thing in the 80s where you kind of shave everything underneath and leave your hair long, and it just got too fucking stringy because there was just no body to it anymore. And then eventually, when I got to Arizona, it was just way too hot there to have long hair, and I just eventually cut it because I was like fucking 115 every day. My hair would be like instantly dry as soon as I walked out. I mean, done, dry, and driving like you know, it's like because you have to drive with your windows open half the time because your air conditioning just does not fight 115. So it gets crazy.
I never did the full wraparound. Like I just shaved the sides because my hair is so thick and curly. If I let the sides grow, like my hair would go out like on an angle. So I just always shaved the sides, and I did leave the back though. So then what I would do is I would do the upper ponytail where I would just pull the top back and let the back hang.
Years and years. Yeah, that was like the end of my long hair days. I did the ponytail thing where you just shave the sides of your heads, like you bowl around it, and then you leave your top hair there. It just it thins it out so much, and it's just like when my hair.
Hold on one second, Vic. Yeah, you have issues with your boys, bro. You might want to
get rid of that idiot.
You might want to talk to them.
It's another one of those damn idiots that come in and try to cause trouble. So I just got rid of it.
Right. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
No, that's all right. I was about to say the same thing. DJ's got some troll issues tonight.
Yeah, it happens from time to time.
What's the first one I saw?
Oh, there was another guy earlier. It might be the same one. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, they have like different accounts and different names, and they'll come in with like 10 different fucking people. And you piss them off, they'll just fucking get worse, and especially when you get 2 or 3 of them.
It's probably the same idiots that were here like a month ago doing all the shit in the games.
Oh, right.
We had a dude come up on the stream and flash some porn and shit.
Hell, I'm not even a big channel, and I've had my fair share of troll attacks. But
the later the night goes, the more idiots come out.
I've never had a troll like that. Like I've had people come in like bomb my channel with like a dislike, but like I've never had anyone jump in the chat.
Well, there's been a couple of times I've seen like disrespectful remarks. And I ain't talking about the one guy that you knew that I was unaware of. That I've blocked the line here or there in some of your streams, whether you were in the middle of playing or whatnot. But you've had your, I'm not going to say your fair share, but every once in a while somebody will come in and just start talking shit, you know. And as a wrench should do, what they all should do, but they don't, is take it out, like what Thomas did earlier. Thomas Potts did earlier. I wasn't paying attention, and I apologize for that. I was too busy enthralled into the stories I was hearing. But I'm kind of like trying to pay attention to both at the moment. But DJ was quick on the draw on that one.
Yeah. After I missed the first one, I'm kind of keeping an eye on now because I expect them to keep coming back.
Well, that's not your fault, man. You had to go to load.
Yeah, people just are very bored and have nothing better to do.
Yeah, this one guy that he was on Anthony's stream is one thing, but in the chat is another. And he kept talking smack. I'm like, oh hell no, oh hell no. I put his ass in timeout. And then come to find out it was this guy that was on the panel, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like he's like a resident Comicsgate. Like he's just known to be like a dickhead troll. Like, but that's his shtick. Like it's all in like jest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but if you don't know any better and you come in, you're like, dude, this guy's an asshole.
Right. Yeah, when I got there, I was like going, what the fuck? No, what the fuck? No, you're not going to talk shit about people that I know that can perform in one way or another. You're not going to talk shit.
Well, like the one fucking the crazy kid that came in and talked about what war campaign that one time. I don't know.
Testify. Yeah, that guy. It's him.
It was him.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah. He's like he'll be the one like he'll sit in the chat and he'll be like, oh, this is putting me to sleep. Like just being like but like it's all a goof. You know what I mean? Like
shit.
I think you were there that night, Ricky, because I popped him.
He was just like, oh my god. Or just like going with this.
No, that guy's a different guy. But he was pretending like he was like a SJW soy boy.
Yeah.
I think he goes by the name Soy Rage. Now him and the other guy, the one that Sith is talking about, are actually like they're friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know who Soy Rage. I think I know like who Soy Rage is because it's obviously like an alt account. I think I know who it is. I think it's my buddy Stu. And it's just like that's like a shtick he does.
Yeah, that's his comedy account basically, or whatever.
Yeah, I think Testify is more like Testify. Like let's put it this way: if Testify wasn't enjoying the stream, he wouldn't hang out in the stream. But he'll hang out in the stream, but he'll make like stupid comments like. Everybody else will be like, "Oh, good job," and then you'll see him put like "boo." You know what I mean? Like, but like he's not like meaning it. You know what I mean? Like he does it to me, I
was wrong, man. I popped in for a moment. I'm a man.
Actually,
I admit it.
Yeah, either the more friendlier he is with you, or the more or the better you are, like the more talented you are, the harder he'll do it. Like he comes at me and Rosetta like hard because we know him and what have you. Like with Robert or anybody else, he might say like a comment here or there, but he doesn't really go hard on them because he doesn't really know them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But like I let him come on a couple of times, just so people could like get to, instead of just seeing it in the chat, because you don't this way people can actually hear him and like hear that he's just being like a goofball, being a dick. Being a dick. Yeah. But now it's getting like kind of crazy with everything going on in Comicsgate. It's like, who's not getting along with who and this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's like I've jumped on a couple streams, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like everybody's like fighting. I'm like, whoa. Well, I'm like, okay, okay. And it's just like,
well, everybody's fighting again because they got bored.
Right. And then the thing is, like, now it's like,
well, I mean, like as far as like people bringing like personal shit into it and fucking attacking people directly, you know what I'm saying? Not the subject and shit like that too.
Yeah, it's getting ugly. And
like fucking the one dude was saying, well, like, you and Rosetta or some shit, or fucking he was saying what, you guys were together or some shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, but that was an anti-CG guy. I'm talking about like literally within CG. CG is now like fighting like crazy. And it's getting to the point where like I dipped out of Twitter for like 2 weeks. Like I would just come on and like if I made a video, like throw like a promo link, out like, hey, check out my new video. Or if I did the stream, like if I did the open mic night, like open mic night tonight at 8, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah. And that was all I was really doing because I'm watching friends who were all friends. Now I got friends fighting each other. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is insane. I don't want anything to do with this. I'm just trying to like have fun, promote comics, and do my thing. And I don't even want to see the fighting. And so I dipped out. So then I came back. I figured it's got to have calmed down by now, right? And yeah, it's worse. It's even worse. Like I can't even like go like into like you'll post something like that has nothing to do with the fight, and then somewhere along the line somebody will bring it up, and then next thing you know, the thread turns into a huge fight. So now it's like you have somebody on. Now, how do I know if they get along with the next person that's going to be there, or in the chat, or so? You know what I mean? Like it gets like real messy. But that's why I'm like, listen, guys. The minute someone starts acting up, whether they're in the chat or on the stream, I'm booting you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it on my stream. And everybody. That's why I almost didn't do it last week. But I almost didn't do it last week because of that. And everybody promised that they'd be cool, and they were cool. So, you know, this week I didn't do it because, like I said, I was just busy. But yeah, as long as everybody stays cool, and you know, I mean, if they want to be like their usual dickhead trolley self or whatever, like that kid, like that kid was being or whatever, that's fine. But yeah, as far as actually like, you know, like bringing the topics up of like, you know, what's been going on and stuff like that, and causing drama in the chat or on the stream, that I'm booting you, and you get mad at me all you want. You know what I mean? Thankfully, no one's is having me take a side, because I don't want to take a side.
Well, I mean, like, luckily, I mean, like, most of the Monday streams, I mean, this one's the first 5 or 6 I was at, you know, were pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we were absolutely lucky there.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were telling me, like, and I didn't even realize how much people were, like, actually, like, I guess some, you know, people, like, would come in, watch for a little while, and then leave, and then other people would come in and watch for, and a lot of people were like, no, dude, you just, like last week when I said, I don't know if I want to do the stream because I don't know who gets along with who, and I don't want that shit on my stream, and blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, no, you got to do it. Everybody wants a break from this stuff, and they, you know, your stream is a break from this. And I had numerous people on either side of the argument going, I don't think anybody's going to bring that shit to, you know, to your stream because they know how you feel. They know you don't want, you know, you're not choosing sides in this fight, and you don't want anything to do with it. And I don't think they're going to want you to stop doing the stream. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. You know, if you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. And I did it, and everybody behaved themselves. So, yeah, it was cool.
That was one of the main reasons why Han was doing his streams the way he was. Well, what he was doing, not the way it was.
Well, he would have a neutral ground.
The name that tune, and then I talked him into a game night. And the way he looks at it is, and the way he approaches it is it's a way to escape the norm, just to relax, have some fun with your open mind night. Mic night, it's a lot of the same. You know, you come in, sing, enjoy some good music. Especially you, because Anthony, you already know this by now. Everybody wants you to play. They love hearing you play and hearing you sing. You know, so I don't believe, you know, if they're under that understanding that they're going to come in and disrespect you that way. You know, you don't want it there, so they'll try their best to behave themselves because
I was pleasantly surprised.
It's just an outlet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. I appreciated the respect that everybody showed, because there were people in the chat that didn't get along and nobody fought. And that was cool. You know, and I don't think, and I'm not 100%, but like Testify and Robert, I don't think get along. And like they at one point they seemed like they might almost might have gone a little sour, but I think both of them pulled back, and that was cool. I didn't have to say anything. I think they both caught themselves. It was cool. It was cool.
Dude,
Really
somebody
cool.
on Facebook has been doing these men to women TOS, dude, and this one just reminds me 100% of Karen. Dude, he looks like such a Karen female.
Yeah.
And Kirk actually looks pretty good. 7-9 actually looks pretty good as a dude. Pretty good as a dude. But
I saw the Kirk one, and when my buddy put it up on the stream earlier, I was like, I don't know how I should feel about this.
Right. When I saw this picture, dude, I was like 100% Karen, dude. 100%. Right? I was like McCoy. I was like, can I speak to your commanding officer, please?
That's too funny.
Have a good night, Christy. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the sub.
Nice meeting you, Christy.
Have a good night, Chris.
And with that being said, I think I'm gonna dip out, guys. It's almost
Yeah,
4
me too.
4 a.m. I'm gonna try and
Yeah,
take.
I almost hit the 4-hour mark here. I might as well call it a night and get some rest before physical therapy tomorrow.
15
Yeah.
seconds.
Get some sleep, brother. Yeah, we can hold out for 15 seconds. 9,
Right.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Goodbye,
3,
world.
2,
Nice
1.
knowing you.
Have
Good
a good
night,
night.
everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for making it an enjoyable evening. And we're out of here.